Yes, guys, welcome back to a new live stream. Chelsea versus Burnley. What do you all reckon for today? What do we all reckon for today? It's great to see you all in the chat. It's 11:30. It's too early, innit? Let's get these lights on. Well, Thogdad can do it. Thogdad can get the lights on. Right, how are we all doing? People saying game cancelled. You're trying to prank me already. It's too early, lads. Why are you trying to prank me already? It's literally 11:30 and you're trying to prank me. Listen, we've got lineups to get through. We've got Premier League fixture to talk about. I hope we're all doing well. Great to see you all. What are your score predictions today? Let us know in the comments below. Chelsea, Thomas Tuchel. It's the reason we're streaming it. It's an interesting topic. Tuchel at the helm. How good does it feel? Chelsea fans, let me know in the comments. How are you going to do today? Chelsea under Tuchel part 2. How are you all doing? Kieran, Joe, Kevin, Harry, Hamza, Omar. Great to see you all in the chat. Love to see all the chat going. Get your score predictions in. Let me know what you reckon's going to happen today. Because I seriously believe we're going to see goals. I think we're going to see action. I think when Chelsea and Burnley play, it's a good one. It's so good, I'm going to turn the lights on. Watch this. Watch the difference in this. Sure. There we have it. 1,000 people in here. How are we doing? Well, I'll tell you what. No, of course it's not cancelled. Lads, how are we doing? Let's hear your score predictions in the comments below. What do you reckon for today? I honestly believe, coming into this game, I think Chelsea need a win. Tuchel can't draw another. He's had 2 home games in a row. The reason Roman Abramovich did the managerial swap around at the time he did is simply because he could allow Tuchel to have 2 home games and hopefully 2 home wins. Now, first game in, he drew a 0-0 to Wolves, and it's not the result they wanted. But I tell you what, it's not a bad result. It really isn't a bad result. And I'm sure they'll be looking forward to this game today, thinking they need a win. Because I reckon Tuchel can't go 2 games without a win. He can't drop a 0-0 to Wolves, a very out-of-form Wolves, that they should have beat. It was there for the taking. And then go into this game and not get a win. They need to win it. This Burnley game, I know it's Burnley, but they're at their home stadium and they need to get a win. So I'm going to guess the lineups. Well, actually, I'm not going to guess the lineups because I've kind of seen them. It's not like we're doing this at kickoff. We're doing this at 30 minutes to. So thank you for the dono, Ewan Black. Thanks for £2. Always the first donator. You are a legend. What do we all reckon for the game today anyway? Because I think Chelsea should get the win. I think Tuchel deserves to win. It wouldn't surprise me if he does get it. But it's whether he has the capabilities to, you know. You look at the lineups and you see clearly Tuchel's going for something different, something, you know, out there, something that no one's really done before. For example, Hudson-Odoi at wing-back. How's that going to work out? Comment down below. What do you actually reckon for it? Left wing-back, Marcus Alonso is back in the team. Marcus Alonso. Are you kidding me? That geezer hasn't played in years. I mean, I know he's a Bolton player and I should back him and all of that, but Tuchel clearly has an idea of what he wants to do, and it involves some players that I thought I'd never seen again. Jorginho, regularly in the team. Tuchel has his own ways, man. It's crazy. The lineup is mental. Includes Jorginho, Alonso, Abraham and Werner. 2 strikers. You know, this is the first time ever Chelsea have got into a Premier League match with 2 strikers, but actually going to play as 2 strikers. Like, obviously Lampard did it a lot where he played Werner on the wing, but Tuchel wants to play 2 strikers. It's insane. And listen, let's just get straight to the sofa scores and have a look because this is mental. We've got a lot to get through. 24 minutes till kickoff. The odds are 1.3 for Chelsea to win, which is like basically you put in £1, you get £1.30 back. £5.25 for a draw and £10 you'd get for £1 putting on if Burnley were to win. So basically, the odds are very in favour of Chelsea. And I think after looking at the stats in the Chelsea-Wolves game, it's fair to say that Chelsea clearly outstatted them. They had the moments, they had their chances, but they didn't take them. So will there really be finishes? Will there be a finish today? That'll be the question. Guys, we're going to get Thogden in at 1k likes, so get your suggestions in now. Let's just get straight into the stats. Thogdad isn't even coming, so let's just get straight into the stats. Sofa score. Let's start with Nick Pope. I think the thing is about Nick Pope today, you know, I expect him to be decent. Actually, we'll wait for Thogdad to go player for player. But just overall looking at the lineups, Marcus Alonso back in the team. Werner and Abraham, I think they're playing as a 2. I think they're going for a 3-5-2 formation here with 2 strikers of Werner and Abraham. I don't think it's a left wing, right wing situation. I'm very happy to see Mason Mount back in the team because what Mason Mount showed to me at the end of the Chelsea-Wolves game where he came off the bench, he showed Tuchel what he could do. He showed Tuchel that, listen, mate, you could try... Here he is. Thogdad's finally decided to turn up. You take your time, don't you?
How are we all doing today? Mason Mount, eh? We like to see a bit of Mason Mount, don't we, everyone? Hello, everybody.
You took your time, Thogdad.
Coming up to 2,000. It's too early to be streaming, Theo. Oh, my goodness. I need a couple of brews inside me. Hey, we're not doing any vodka shot challenges today.
That's for sure,
it's
yeah.
11:30
Nah,
in the
definitely
morning.
definitely none of them.
Oh, my goodness.
Tell you what, how are we all doing? Great to see you all. Let's smash 1k likes for Thogdad anyway, because he has arrived. People are spamming Mugdad in the chat, and that's what we love to see. Right.
Mugdan. Come on, hashtag Mugdan.
It just doesn't work like that, Dad. It just doesn't work
Everyone
like that.
writes to me saying Mugdan.
Oh, yeah. Very funny.
Yeah.
What did they write to me? Mugdad?
They're like, oh, your dad's brilliant, mate.
No, they write Mugdad. That's all they write. Okay, let's get into Sofa scores. Mason Mount, I'm very happy to see starting in the Chelsea team today.
Yeah.
I was expecting to see Kai Havertz because it's Tuchel, and that's what he did in the last game. I thought we would see the end of... I didn't think we'd see much of Mount, Abraham, and those kind of players under Tuchel at the start of his career. Managerial career, but we have seen Mason Mount start, and when he came off the bench versus Wolves, he changed the game. They looked a lot better with him on the pitch. So maybe Tuchel can bring the best out of Mason Mount. Looking forward to seeing that. Jorginho again in the starting lineup. My God, he just loves him. Tuchel loves Jorginho. He believes in him. He sees something in him. He wants him to be the main man. I don't understand it, but he just backs him. What do you think about that, Dad?
I think, well, first of all, looking at this team as a unit, I'm actually not surprised. I think this is very clever what he's doing. Because what Tuchel does, he changes his personnel, his team, based upon the opposition. The opposition today is Burnley Football Club. Now, Burnley, as we know, you'd call it Brexit football. They play hard football. They're difficult to break down, 4-4-2. And Tuchel has picked a team accordingly. Now, I think this is why some of the, let's call them Rolls-Royce or Mercedes players are sitting on the bench.
Which Mercedes players are sitting on the bench?
I'll tell you, Havertz, Pulisic, basically those two.
Okay. Why do you think them two can't play against Burnley?
I think they can, but he started off, there's the likes of Abraham and Mount, a couple of English lads. I like that. The fact that Alonso's playing, where did he learn his trade? Well, I'm going to say Bolton.
Yeah, but do you think Alonso's not a luxury player?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't. I think he's a hard player who knows the league,
Werner?
Experienced. Do you know what? I think Werner will come good. I've said this all the way along.
Well, you think Tuchel's going to bring the best out of Timo Werner?
Yes.
I mean, if you're talking about luxury players, you can't put Pulisic in that order and not put Werner. Because Werner is literally a guy that's not found it difficult to adapt to the Premier League because he doesn't have the strengths to, basically play in the Premier. And maybe he'll learn to be able to, play that way. But it's just the difference of the Bundesliga to the Premier League. The guy clearly hasn't made the step up yet.
Yeah, and it's very early days. And I've said all along, give him a season. But what I've seen from him, obviously the finishing's been poor and everyone's talked about that. But he does work hard for the team. I think this is a very sensible team for the club that's in front of him, for the opposition that's there.
I'll tell you this right now, Dad. If Frank Lampard was the manager and he put this team out, Chelsea fans would give him so much stick.
Yeah.
They'd be on his back. Yeah. They'd be saying, that's a terrible lineup. You've thrown 5 of our best players on the bench. They'd be fuming about Ben Chilwell and Reece James not in the team.
Is Ziyech injured?
Kante's back on the bench, which is great for Tuchel, but he's not starting. If it was Lampard, he would straight be in the team.
No, it's because he's been injured. He's not ready.
I know, but Lampard was waiting for, Kante to get back. The difference between Tuchel and Kante is, Dad, Lampard is absolutely dreading to get Kante back in the team. Tuchel doesn't mind resting him until he's back to full fitness. I reckon if we were under Lampard right now, first of all, Ben Chilwell and Reece James would play. Kante would be forced into the team because he's so important in Lampard's tactics. And we'd probably see Pulisic or Giroud. I don't even know. He changes those rounds.
Rushing a player back after injury is a mistake, whoever's the manager. You don't rush a player back. Kante's on the bench because he's just come off an injury.
But Lampard struggled to get results with a midfield, including Kovacic, Jorginho, and Mason Mount. He just did. That's facts. It's part of the reason he got sacked, Dad. Is because as soon as Kante got injured, the performances dropped. And that's why Lampard lost his job partly.
No,
so he would have absolutely died to have him in the team.
It's not as simplistic as that. If you go back, Kante was in the team for some very poor results. Kante's not been the same player this season.
I think Kante's a baller, Dad. Every time Kante plays, he will make... Even if Kante has a bad game, he has a good game compared to a good midfielder. That's the difference, Dad. What you don't see about Kante is he's so good now that you just take it for an average performance if he makes the most tackles in the Premier League.
No.
He's so good.
Kante's performance this season hasn't been as good. It's dropped off. And some of the bad results that Chelsea have had in the last couple of months have been with Kante in the team.
I disagree.
Yes, well, it's true. It's just facts, really. I want to see him back, but only when he is fully recovered from injury.
I think Kante is the reason their midfield looks like they don't have like a ball-winning midfielder in there. Kovacic is good with driving the ball, sometimes doesn't really get it. Jorginho's slow, he does read the game well, but he's too slow on the counter-attack. Mason Mount is a good box-to-box and can also play in an attacking midfield role. But with them three, there's no real fast, high press, we'll get the tackle in, we'll win the ball back for the side kind of player. And they miss Kante, in my opinion. And I look at this team and I think, okay, Tuchel has gone for Hudson-Odoi at right wing back. What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
Well, number one, having Callum Hudson-Odoi in the team, I think is a good thing. I've been impressed with him in the last couple of weeks. Right wing back, well, obviously the new manager, the gaffer, has seen the lad in training and thinks that, look, I can reform you as a right wing back. Let's see how he does.
But do you think it's going to work, Thogdad? That's my point. Do you think it's going to work?
Do you know what? I think today, whatever your personnel is, you could have gone with your Mercedes play. Well, obviously Ziyech is injured.
Yeah.
He's not even on the bench. You could have gone with your Mercedes players, Havertz, who's good at the little 1-2s. But against Burnley, I think he's picked a very sensible team. Whoever you pick, it's going to be close.
Yeah.
Burnley are in form. They're a very difficult team to beat. They will make it very hard today.
Yeah.
I'm going 1-0 Chelsea.
1-0 Chelsea? You're going for a low-scoring prediction.
And I think Abraham's going to get that goal.
Okay. Big up all the Thogdens in the chat. Great to see you all. We had so many for this one. It was unbelievable. What formation is this? I think they've gone with a 3-5-2 with Azpilicueta, Rudiger and Thiago Silva in the back three. Yeah. Do you think Azpilicueta in a three-back works for Chelsea?
Just Azpilicueta, yes. Now, I think it might be a 3-4-2-1.
Same sort of thing.
Same sort of thing, exactly, with sort of Mount Werner behind Abraham.
But onto my question, Dad. Azpilicueta, Rudiger and Thiago Silva in a three-back. Is that going to work today for Chelsea?
Well, we'll find out in the next 2 hours. I think that's sensible. Yeah,
I like that.
I think against Burnley, that is a sensible line.
You reckon
all the way through the team?
Hudson-Odoi, is he wasted at wing-back? Do you think he'd make more of it if he was playing on the wing?
Well, we've seen in the English game over the last few years how good wing-backs can really change things and deliver you goal contributions, can basically turn defence into attack. That's the difference between 4-4-2 and a sort of 3-5-1-1 or 3-4-2-1, is that Alonso and Hudson-Odoi, let's see if Alonso is match fit. He's not played for a while. But Alonso in his prime and Hudson-Odoi, they can create things there.
Alonso definitely can. Alonso in a back four doesn't work. Alonso in a back five works because he has the right to get up that pitch and be involved in the forward, kind of in the attacking phase. He wants to be part of that. He's not got the most insane fitness in the world. He's not got the most insane defending stats in the world. But what he will do is he's got a peach of a left foot and he'll put some great balls into the likes of Werner and Abraham. And actually, Lampard hasn't shown us much of Alonso this season. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Tuchel can do to potentially bring the best at the Spanish fullback.
Yeah. Now, I think part of this is a personnel issue. There was a falling out, wasn't there, between Alonso and Frank Lampard.
Right.
And the great thing about having a new gaffer is that all of those kind of falling outs and historical problems are out of the window.
Definitely, yeah.
So let's hope. I mean, Alonso, certainly 2 or 3 years ago, every FPL manager in the country was buying him.
At times,
because he provided goal contributions.
100%. And Werner and Abraham up front, do you think that's the front two that they need to go with? It seems like they've actually played as a front two for once.
Yeah.
Not many Premier League teams go into a game with a double up front, two strikers.
Yeah.
But Tuchel's going for it.
Well, was it against Luton in the Cup, the 3-1 victory?
Yeah.
And they played Werner and Abraham. And I know Werner got some stick for missing the penalty, but it actually kind of worked.
Yeah, I didn't actually watch it, but did Werner play well apart from his penalty miss and his 0 goals and 0 assists?
Looking at the two together, sometimes you've got to look beyond the stats. Abraham got a hat-trick and Chelsea won.
Yeah.
And Abraham was a foil for him. The thing is, if you're putting 2 players on Werner, you're creating more space for Abraham. If they play it right, it could work.
Well, let's go to that game because we don't have to just talk about it. Guesswork. We could go straight to that game, Chelsea-Luton Town. And the reason we're looking at this game is because it's the last time Werner and Abraham played as a front two together. And this was the last game under Lampard. Mason Mount was obviously the captain. That was quite an emotional moment. He gave his final game captaining Mason Mount. But these two basically played as a front two, didn't they?
Yeah.
They say on SofaScore he's playing attacking mid. That's wrong.
Yeah.
Werner and Abraham played as a front two. And you're saying it worked, Dad, right?
Yeah. And look, he missed a penalty and he gets marked down for that. So, the stats mark him down. But for a forward, 46 touches is a lot for a forward. A key pass, a shot on target, a shot off target, a penalty miss.
He won the penalty, though.
Correct, Theo.
And he had a key pass. So clearly...
Look, on another day you score that and everyone's lauding him,
Yeah.
That's the thing about
That's true.
penalty.
Well, Abraham scored 3 and everyone's lauding him. And rightly so.
Quite right.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he could have scored like 6, right?
Well, that was the thing that I said to you straight after the game. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, you go away with a match ball. It's like pundits are afraid to criticise him. He missed.
I
He
know,
took 3
I know.
goals, but he could and should have scored 4 or 5
Seriously.
or 6. Yeah.
But Dad, coming into this game, this ain't Luton Town, this is Burnley. And Burnley are a very respected Premier League club under Sean Dyche. They've been on really good recent form. Are they going to struggle as a front two to break through the Burnley team?
You know what? It's that 4-4-2. We know. Oh my goodness, COVID.
Bloody hell.
We know exactly what. So I'm going to take a drink of tea for a second.
I'll take over, Thogdad. I think they'll struggle.
Oh, my
it won't be as easy as you like because
No,
Burnley...
it won't be easy.
Burnley are such a well-respected team. They've got 11 players that will all give 100,000%. Like, they just will. Tarkowski, me and Pope never changes. This back three is one of the best back threes in the Prem. People forget it. People think it's just Brexit in English and, it's a bit average. No, it's in their positions. They are all one of the best for their positions. Tarkowski and me, one of the best centre-backs in the league.
Yeah, we
Pope,
know,
one of the best keepers in the league.
Exactly. We know that Liverpool would die to have Tarkowski right now.
Ben Mee.
And Ben Mee's very good as well. I mean, those are 2 very good centre-backs. Really, it's up to Chelsea. A couple of things, really. Callum Hudson-Odoi, Marcus Alonso, they'll be trying to get up those flanks, up the wings, and whip in balls. That's one thing that might work. And then, Tammy Abraham's very good at coming across a ball. Werner, back in his day, was as well.
Yeah.
Or you might have, I think that's the way they're going to approach it. Or you might have a sort of a clever pass from Mason Mount that sort of breaks the line down.
Absolutely.
It's going to be very hard. If Chelsea can score early, they might go on to score 2 or 3.
Okay.
More likely is, 0-0 at half time, a goal from somewhere.
You reckon?
Yes.
Okay. Let's look at Burnley's last fixture. They beat Villa at home 3-2. Very good result, that. Villa recently went on to beat Southampton, so clearly Villa are a very difficult team to beat at the moment. And Burnley did it successfully. And it wasn't a boring 0-0, 1-0. No, it was a 3-2, 5-goal thriller. Burnley scored 3.
Amazing. That is an incredible result. I mean, we were watching another game at the time, I think, but Chris Wood got his goal. Jay Rodriguez got a couple in the cup, but he's not scored yet, has he? In the league, I don't think, this season.
Jay Rodriguez bangs them in the cup.
In the cup,
and he doesn't really get game time in the league.
No, he's not.
But I'm sure if he did, he would. But look at this, Dad. Villa absolutely dominated the stats.
Yeah.
18 shots to Burnley's 10. 10 shots on targets to Burnley's 5. Double everything in their stats. Literally twice as much.
Yeah.
Can Chelsea go down the same problem today where they outstat Burnley, but Burnley are more clinical in their attacking phase?
Yeah, I mean, we talked yesterday about possession and about how in some ways, I wouldn't call it a meaningless stat. It's interesting to know the possession. But, you can win the Premier League title and have less than 50% possession all season.
Yeah, but you can't ignore the shots on target stats.
No. If you look at the XG on that one, it's almost certainly in favour of Aston Villa. But so what? At the end of the day, Sean Dyche will tell you he scored 3, the opposition scored 2.
Have a look at this. Big chances for Villa, 5. Burnley, 1.
Well,
full-time score, Burnley 3-2. Unbelievable, innit?
Put them in the net. That's the key.
Yeah.
And that will be the thing today. We know Chelsea are going to have more possession, more XG. The field tilt will be in their favour. We know all of that.
Yeah.
But can they, also we know about Werner's problems, about putting that ball in the onion bag.
Absolutely, yeah.
Abraham, I think, is the key today. I think he is more clinical.
Yeah.
And he's proven that over the years.
Yeah.
He's been a bit unlucky to get as little game time as he did, let's say, last season. Because, the season before, I think he was wonderful. So, look, I think Chelsea will break through, but it'll be hard.
Yeah, it will be.
But
in Chelsea's last game, this was Tuchel's first game.
Yes.
Let's see what he did differently in his tactics.
And I'll tell you the problem here today, and this is super interesting. 78 possession. Now, I think that is... 78% possession. Now, I think that is a record for Chelsea this season.
But that's boring. I mean, honestly, this game, I nearly fell asleep twice.
Yeah.
And we were live.
But
that's a problem.
The quality of the shots was very poor.
Yes, but what they were doing, Dad, is Chelsea were literally just retaining the ball, doing nothing with it.
I know.
They were just literally giving it to Ziyech and hoping he could find something creative for them to bounce off and score a goal from.
Yeah.
Giroud, thank God he's not playing today. In this tactic, it didn't work with Giroud.
No.
They were trying to play through balls to the slowest footballer in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it if you're running round Giroud and putting it on a plate for him, but that was the wrong tactic. I reckon Lampard looked at this team and thought, mate, I've been training with these guys for a year. This won't work. And it didn't work because they had so much more dominance. They had a better team. This was a win for the taking. Everyone playing Wolves right now is beating them, and Chelsea didn't. And I know Tuchel's not had much time, but picking the right players goes down to day one. I mean, listen, do I think it was right that he played Havertz and Ziyech around Giroud? No, I think it was wrong. They should have played Pulisic. They need the pace. They needed to make up for the pace that Giroud lacked.
I think they're trying a similar system today, but with different personnel.
Yeah, they are.
So Abraham come in. Ziyech, we think, is injured. Havertz is on the bench. Now, Mason Mount, when he came on for about 10, 15 minutes, was very good.
Yeah.
He changed the game. Chelsea nearly scored with a header, didn't they, with the very last touch of the game.
I think the difference today, Dad, is they're playing two up front. I think they're playing 3-4-1-2 with Mason Mount in front of the two midfielders and Werner and Abraham at striker.
Yeah.
I think what they're saying is, forget this Havertz thing, because that did not work. I don't know why he's got a 7.1. I remember him doing nothing, really. I think they'll add another striker here, Werner, Abraham. Okay, so they got the two up front, and Mason Mount sitting behind them. There's no Ziyech today, is there? Which is a shame, because he actually played quite well in this Wolves game. I was actually quite impressed. I think it was just a personal performance. I don't even think it was tactics. Ziyech is just a good player in general. Hudson-Odoi at right wing-back was very good, but they forced it to him too much. It became obvious. Wolves started to understand what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
They were like, okay, well, they can do that all day, and we'll just get our big lads, Connor Cody, Willy Bolly, and Max Kilman to head the ball out about 20 times over the 90 minutes, and we'll be fine. And that's exactly what they did, and they were fine. So, Rui Patricio did pull off a few good saves as well, but I just look at this game and think, if Burnley go into it with the same kind of aspect of just, okay, we can sit back, don't rush anything, be very calm on the ball, get it to the wings, do not waste it, do not lose the ball in a stupid area, that sort of stuff. Chelsea might have a problem where this is a 0-0 again.
It could be a 0-0.
Yeah.
That would be a good little bet on a 0-0.
Yeah, a half-time 0-0, I would say.
Yeah.
Half-time 0-0 to be safe.
Yeah,
could be a good bet. Because I look at this and I think, I want to know, I mean, surely with Werner and Abraham on the pitch, two up front, they've got to find a goal from somewhere with two of them there.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's much better than this lineup for sure. But I just don't know. And also, Dad, let me ask you a question. Chilwell, benched. Is that the right decision to play Marcus Alonso over him?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he didn't have a brilliant game against Wolves. I like Chilwell. I think you got to remember that there's a whole bunch of other games starting on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So you have to rotate. So I wouldn't sometimes read too much into this. We saw what Pep did yesterday. He rotated everyone's players in FPL. And that's just sensible man management.
Right.
So, like I said, I wouldn't worry too much.
Yeah.
Today, the problem, as we've sort of said, could be midfield creativity.
Seriously.
Yeah.
He's gone with the same midfield too.
Yeah.
With Mason Mount sitting in front of them.
Yeah.
Do you not think there's creativity there?
Well, Mason Mount is the midfield creativity. That's my point.
Jorginho can ping a ball on him. I'm just saying. I know he's sometimes a little bit sideways, I'll give you that. But overall, I do believe that I don't think the creativity is the problem. I think there's no real ball-winning midfielder for me. But I kind of understand having a three-back. It's that gives them extra cover.
Yeah.
Azpilicueta played well in this game. What about Rudiger, Dad? Lampard didn't really give him a chance. And since Tuchel's come in, he really believes Rudiger plays a big part in this lineup.
Yeah.
Do you think he's playing well?
Well, he is, of course, a German international. There is the German link there. And certainly on a personal point of view. And in football, I think, the personal relationships side of things are very important.
Definitely.
So Tuchel can put an arm around him and say, Antonio, how are things? Find out what's going on in his head and in his life. And that sort of little stuff, it might sound stupid and soft, but it makes a difference. So I don't know. He's only played 5 times this season. Whenever I've seen him, he's a good player. I mean,
but would you have Kurt Zuma over him? Because he seems to be on the bench again, and Chelsea fans are a little bit upset about that. They'd rather see Zuma.
I would say rotation.
Yeah.
I think Rudiger's played well when he's had a chance there.
Yeah, okay. Well, the players are walking out, and we'll get into it very soon. But let's quickly go through this Burnley team, shall we?
Absolutely.
Nick Pope in goal, very solid.
Excellent goalkeeper there.
Yeah.
Excellent goalkeeper. Yes, he's one of the best in the Premiership.
And we've already spoken about Tarkowski and Ben Mee.
Yeah.
Two of the best in
Yes.
England, really.
Yes.
They probably even deserve an England call-up. Like, I know Tarkowski's had a game. I'm not sure Ben Mee has, but they're on that level, is what I'm trying to say.
If you put Ben Mee and Tarkowski into an England team playing a moderate European team, they'd be fine.
Could that be Chelsea's problem today?
They will make it hard.
Okay.
They will make it hard. Absolutely, Theo.
What about Eric Peters at left back? The Dutch lad. He's always put in a shift as soon as he gets in that team for Burnley, you know. He's a lad that's been around a lot of championship clubs.
Yeah.
But one thing he will give is his all.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, Theo, he's a Dutch international, isn't he? He's played 18 times for his country. He's getting on a bit. He's 32 years old. So you could say his better years are behind him. He's played 12 times.
Got an assist in the last game.
He's been good. The last 2 or 3 games, he's been really good.
I never thought this guy would make it in the Premier League at this age. I've always seen him as such a championship kind of signing.
Yeah.
You know, he's been at Burnley for 1 million, signing from Stoke and stuff like that in 2019. He's 32 years old. I never thought he'd be Premier League standard, but he's a good backup for, I think it's not Charlie Taylor, it's Lowton, isn't it? One of the two.
Yes.
But he's a backup, and he always puts in a shift when I see him play. I'm really impressed how Sean Dyche makes it work.
Yeah.
It's really impressive. Then we got Matthew Lowton on the right back. Again, solid player, always puts in a shift, and Sean Dyche is, again, bring the best out in the season.
Yeah, now the average age of that back four, I'm just doing a quick calculation, is about 31 years old. Theo.
Yeah.
So, or just over 30. So that might be a problem later in the game.
Definitely,
but,
yeah.
You know, he's a solid player, isn't he, Lowton?
He's solid. He's solid. You know, and the thing is about Lowton is, you know, from what I've seen of him, he can defend, he can attack, and most of all, he's Sean Dyche's man. Now, going forward, the two midfielders, Jack Cork and Ashley Westwood. Any rotation in that, Dad?
Well, you know, Jack Cork, I think, has only played once this season.
So there is rotation at centre mid.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yes, there is. Jack Cork has actually played for England once back in the day. But, you know, we've not seen much of him recently. Will he be match fit? I don't know. So let's give it a watch.
Yeah, let's give it a watch. That is rotation. They don't often change Westwood. And
No.
who's the other centre mid they always have in the team?
Oh, what's he called?
Oh, mate, he plays every single game and they never change it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a risk that they're playing Jack Cork today.
Yeah, what's he called?
You should get that,
Well,
Thogdad.
Goodmanson.
No, it's not. No.
Brownhill.
Brownhill.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Is it?
Brownhill. Charlie Taylor.
It's Brownhill.
Yeah.
I think it's Brownhill.
Okay.
Anyway, listen, Ashley Westwood at centre mid. This guy's played 19 games this season, and he's a really good midfielder, isn't he, Dad?
Who are we talking about?
Ashley Westwood.
Ashley Westwood, Theo, absolutely, born in Nantwich. Now, he is an ever-present this season. 19 games, a goal and 2 assists. Came from Villa. Solid player, Theo.
He is a solid
Absolutely.
player. And then going forward, you've got left mid McNeil, right mid Robbie Brady. Again, it's unchanged from the Villa win. Why would they? And Dwight McNeil is becoming a real player. That you can see his player value rising game by game. He scored a banger against Villa. He's starting to show himself as a real player.
He is, Theo, 21 years old. He's from Rochdale as well. He was a Man United youth player.
Yep.
And like you say, everyone's talking about this lad. So, you know, good luck to him today.
And the front two, finally, quickly, Chris Wood scored against Villa in his last game. He's a man that's been around for Burnley for a while. Do you think he could score today?
Oh, he's always capable of scoring a goal, isn't he? He's a big lad, New Zealand international. I remember him at Leeds, and he does bag goals. A goal every 4 games. That's kind of his ratio.
Well, he scored in the last, so if you go by those stats, he won't score today. So don't listen to Thogdad too much. But Mate Vidra starts.
Yeah.
And this guy's only started 1 Premier League game this season.
Yeah, now that is interesting because he's been on the field 11 times, hasn't scored, but there again his game time has been very limited. I remember he used to bag loads of goals back in the day.
So from actually looking at this Burnley team, I think Chelsea should walk this. This is a rotated Burnley side. They've got a central midfielder who's only played 1 fixture this game.
Yeah.
They've got a left back in Eric Peters rotated. They've got Matic Vidra rotated, no Ashley Barnes. Burnley have rested quite a few of their players.
Yeah.
Chelsea should walk the park, but knowing Sean Dyche, such a great manager, it's going to be tough. Now, it's early kickoff, and I like to do an early giveaway. Guys, get involved now in the chat. I hope we're all doing well. Great to see you all. We've got 4,000 of you in here for this game. I'm absolutely buzzing for it. I honestly reckon today we could have a decent game on ourselves. I reckon maybe... Oh, what are we going for, guys? Score predictions. Let's give away £40 today to somebody who gets the score correct at full time. So get involved now, lads. Let us know in the comments below. Predict the full-time score. I would recommend maybe Chelsea 2-0. What would you recommend, Dad?
I'm going for 1-0 Chelsea. I think it'll be all about Chelsea possession and Chelsea trying to break through the Burnley lines.
Yep, great to see you all in the chat. Absolutely loving it. We've got over 4,000 of you in here for this game. Let's get straight into it. Burnley versus Chelsea. Here we go. Burnley going long. held up. Imagine Burnley scoring an early goal against. That'd be against the odds, really, wouldn't it, Dad?
It certainly would, Theo. It certainly lumped it into the area there. But you
know
what?
Lumping it in.
It would be good for the game. Imagine if Burnley get an early one. Suddenly, Chelsea realise we need 2 goals.
It would be insane.
And alter their game plan accordingly.
Having
said that, Chelsea will all be about attacking.
Yep, that's true.
And we're seeing a ball over from Kovacic towards Werner.
But what do you reckon, though, Dad, coming into this? I mean, honestly, can Burnley hold them out? Do Chelsea need a result here? Because I come into this thinking, if I was a Chelsea fan, I would be saying right now, Dad, we need to win this. We bottled it against Wolves. We needed to get 3 points there. It was there for the taking. Everybody's beating Wolves right now. For God's sake, they don't have a striker. We cannot not win another home game. This was set up so Tuchel could win the games, not bloody draw them.
No, it's not. There's absolutely no panic. Not at all. I mean, you've got a new manager. He's come in. He's going to have a good look at formations, at personnel.
Nice ball there from Kovacic into Mason Mount. Hudson-Odoi on the right.
Ping it in. You've got to ping that ball in.
Instead of pinging it, he went to go short, but the Burnley defender read it and he wins the ball back. But Jorginho reading the ball really well there.
Yeah.
We're starting to see a little bit more cohesion from this Chelsea side. You can tell that they've been working on things in the training ground. Tuchel's had a few more days in the training. So, you can tell things are starting to click a little bit more. It was a little bit free-for-all against Wolves, wasn't it?
It's going to be. Things take time with a new manager. Sometimes you get a sort of artificial bounce where a new manager comes in and, they win the first 3 games and the media goes wild and say this is the new Messiah. In reality, the manager effect takes a while. It can take a year or 2. I mean, first of all, he's got to take a look at a very large Chelsea squad and say, who are my players and who aren't?
Right.
Secondly, he's got to look at formations. He's got to learn the game. Tuchel has never managed in the Premier League.
They've got the camera on Tuchel now. I think coming into this game, guys, as much as he's a great Premier League, he's not got much experience in the Premier League. In the long run, he's an experienced manager that took PSG to the Champions League final last year. And I reckon we'll see some good games in him. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I actually think when people ask, I think he's a very good, based upon his resume, his age, even his nationality. I think being German is important given the German presence in this Chelsea squad. There's a lot of expensive German assets.
Absolutely,
on this field and on the bench. I think it was but here comes Chris Wood, believe it or not.
Oh my God, Burnley with a chance and recovered well there by the Chelsea players. Right, we've got a few donations to talk about. Ewan Black, thanks for £2. William Coldwell, £2. Hashtag Keith Defence League. Big up the Keith Defence League. Love that, William.
Keithy
and
Jono.
FIFA Sweat, thanks for the €2.29. Hey, it's me again. I think it will be 2-1 to Chelsea. Love that, FIFA Sweat. Thank you for the support on the channel. And I think that's a good prediction. I think Chelsea can win 2-1. Burnley sneaking a goal would make sense. So, yeah, good prediction, lads. And remember, if you want to win £40 today, get that score prediction in the live chat. And also comment, that you've liked and subscribed, basically. Just make sure you liked and subscribed. You don't need to comment that. Just comment your score prediction. And I would recommend for you, Chelsea 2-1. That would be it.
Yeah. Okay. There's the first ball towards Mount.
What was your prediction?
1-0 Chelsea, Theo.
Why only 1-0 though?
Chelsea.
I went for 3 goals. You went for 1.
I think the first thing you've got to realise, and this isn't, it isn't a must-win game.
Okay.
Of course, every Chelsea fan wants the win, but actually, here come Burnley into the opposition
bad pass
area.
there from Chris Wood. Should have done better because Burnley have had a few moments where they could have had a chance.
What we can't do, and Tuchel will know this,
Good
you
tackle
cannot
from
underestimate this Burnley team.
In.
And we're seeing it already. They make it really, really hard for teams to play against them.
Yeah, already we've seen them sneak the ball a few times and have a few moments where you think, oh my God, Chelsea might be having a problem here. But, it's early days with Tuchel. You can't expect everything to be perfect just yet. And Kovacic switches play lovely to Hudson-Odoi here, playing his new right wing-back's position. You'd never think Hudson-Odoi would be a wing-back, would you? And that was a bad ball.
That was a poor ball.
That's not what we expected from Hudson-Odoi, eh?
Yeah. No, in that first 5 minutes, there was an occasion about a minute and a half ago when Hudson-Odoi had the ball on the right. He had to ping it in low and hard and immediately, and he didn't. Right. And secondly, we've just seen a cross of his go astray. But having said that, Hudson-Odoi he's a good young player. He's got a lot to learn. Tuchel has seen that. I think he saw the FA Cup game before he came in and realised, wow, this kid is a talent. He's only 20 years old, Theo.
Yeah,
even though he's played for England 3 times. So I think Tuchel's first thought is, I'm giving that guy a chance.
Go a little bit this way. Which way? Just so you don't have that on the screen. Let's go over this way. Cool. Lovely. I agree, Dad. I think Hudson-Odoi will find... I think he'll make it work.
Hey, Large is here.
Large again. Thanks for £2. Thoughts on Haaland to Chelsea? You two are a legend. I can't see Haaland go to Chelsea. That's not going to happen. I'm sorry. I can't see Haaland genuinely going to Chelsea Football Club.
No.
Because they've already made their big transfers, summer signing, which was Timo Werner and Havertz, right?
Yeah.
I can't see them making more big business. If we realistically want to talk about where Haaland's going to go, I think I'd say in the Premier League, Man City the best chance.
Yeah.
Because they need a striker, they have the money, and they haven't splashed as big as Chelsea have last summer. Gossier, thanks for the 3. Australian. I went bold and said 2-2. Much love from Australia. Hope everything's well out in Australia. Man, I'd love to be there right now, I'll tell you that. And really appreciate the $3. And 2-2. If Burnley held them out for a draw, that would be a big, big score. But it would be an enjoyable game to watch. Sam Bott, thanks for £5. Come on, Chelsea. Also, hi, Thogdad, you legend.
Cheers, Sam. Oh, Mason Mount. Mason Mount had a very good chance from 19 yards. He just had to curl it towards the top right, and his shot went astray. But that started with good work. Alonso to Werner, cuts in. Very good pass to Mount. And his shot let him down. That is a good chance.
Yeah, it is a good chance. Hopefully something to build more for Chelsea. You look at chances like that, you see what Mason Mount's been doing for Chelsea recently. He's a quality footballer, man.
He is, Theo. And that was a little bit of quality, that was.
Yeah.
And that could be the difference. One piece of quality followed by a very good finish. And that's what that lacked.
Yeah.
And that will be the difference today.
100%, Dad. Completely agree.
But, Burnley, of course, they are dangerous with set pieces. If they get free kicks in dangerous areas, if they get corners, if they get the chance to pump it into the big lads, that's where Burnley are dangerous. So can Burnley score today? Yes, they can. And as they say, that would put, the cat among the pigeons, wouldn't it, Thea?
It would. Chelsea playing around the ball comfortably. Jorginho going out to Mason Mount. He dropped into right wing back there. But Tammy Abraham, Hudson-Odoi as well, played the ball back to Mason Mount, which Burnley sneaked the ball off. Thank you, Jiminy, for the $8 Australian dollars. Haaland to Spurs. Just kidding, in my dreams. I reckon Chelsea have to win this game. They have more to prove than Burnley. Very interesting. I completely agree. I said this to my dad earlier. I do think Chelsea need to win. They've got to prove a point. They need to show the gaffer why they deserve to start in the lineup. Simple as that.
Yeah, all of these players have something to prove.
Yeah.
A new gaffer, they're playing for their places. All of these guys want to be on a football field.
Of course they do.
The likes of Alonso, my goodness, he wants to stay on that pitch, doesn't he? He's seen so little action in recent months.
And Haaland to Spurs, realistically, that's not going to happen with... No. I don't even think Haaland would work at Spurs because of Harry Kane. They're too similar. They're both big lads, creative, big strikers, score, finisher, all of that. It wouldn't work. Burnley go quickly, down the line, aimed at Matty Vidra, but Chelsea's defender, Thiago Silva, reads that well. Thank you, F1 for live, £2. I'm a Chelsea fan. And he says, and I think it'll be 1-1. A Chelsea fan going for a 1-1 prediction.
That's quite a good shout.
For the £40 giveaway then.
That's quite a good shout, that.
No bias involved in that.
No, there isn't. That is...
Respect to you. Dylan, thank you for the 99 cents New Zealand. We've got a lot of people from New Zealand and Australia in here. Must be the time difference.
Nice play from Robbie Brady there.
Yeah.
Good feet.
Lowton switches play here and nobody's there.
Oh, my goodness.
Chelsea will take the throw in.
Sorry, Lowton, I can't praise that one.
10 minutes in, 0-0. And we haven't seen a great chance yet, but we've seen moments of quality from either side. Burnley understanding what Chelsea are trying to do. This easily could be a 1-0 this game. It might be a pretty boring one. I can't lie, lads. Sam Bott, thanks for another £5, son. Haaland on loan to my team, Sheffield United. Only kidding, Arsenal. Also 3-0 Chelsea. Could you imagine if Sheffield United somehow got Haaland? It'd be like a football manager signing. It'd feel like a FIFA signing. Imagine Sheffield United and Haaland just up top. That would be insane. Chelsea back on the ball. Werner losing out to Burnley. We're defending well so far today. And Chelsea get the ball back to their defenders, Thiago Silva. Jorginho collects it. I think Jorginho has kind of played that pivot role that Tuchel wants him to. I heard when Tuchel was at PSG. I heard when Tuchel was at PSG, he wanted 2 players in this Chelsea team. Do you know which 2 they are, Dad?
Jorginho and Thiago?
No. Well, no, not Thiago Silva because he was playing for them, Dad.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean.
Well, it doesn't make sense. How can you be a transfer target
here
if
we
he's in
go.
your team? Cork heads it. No, the two players, you got one of them right. Jorginho is one of them,
Yeah.
and it's obvious because I was talking about him. The other player is Antonio Rudiger.
Right.
He wanted Rudiger
Wow.
and Jorginho when he was at PSG. So that gives you a little bit of a sign as to what he wants to do with these guys and probably get them involved in the first team. Just a thought. Thank you, Cleto, for the 50. Philippine.
Yeah.
Thoughts on West Ham right now? I think West Ham have been unbelievable. I think the West Ham-Liverpool game is going to be a cracker. I'm looking forward to watching it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because West Ham are on great form. Liverpool are back on form after their big win. But I really can't read that game. I don't know what's going to happen. I need West Ham to keep a clean sheet, which is probably pretty unlikely against Liverpool right now. Jiminy, thanks for the $8. Lots of Aussies in the stream because it's like 11:10 p.m.
Here we go. Big chance.
Hudson-Odoi cuts in.
Oh.
And it's good defending from Burnley there to put it into as a corner, really. But Hudson-Odoi getting involved.
Yeah, and good driving here from Kovacic. A nice 1-2. He takes away 10 yards. Lovely little pass to Hudson-Odoi. Should he have hit first time? I don't know.
It was blocked. It was blocked.
Bang.
Hudson-Odoi cuts in, rightly so, I think. Maybe should take an extra touch to play it away from that other Burnley defender. But not a bad play from Hudson-Odoi. Playing with confidence, wants to crack the shots. You can't have him a go in for that.
No, first shot from Hudson-Odoi. We have our corner. Mason Mount will take it. Whip it in with his right from the right side.
And it's headed away by Eric Peters.
Yeah.
And Chelsea will get another corner.
Big Eric.
Mason Mount goes down, wins a free kick. Jiminy, thanks for $8. It is 11:10 in Aussie. Okay, 11:10 p.m. Interesting. Will you stream the next Spurs game? Probably. Just check it out on the channel. I'm sure we'll be live for it. But great to see the Aussies and New Zealand lot all in the stream.
So all you Aussies and Kiwis are on the beers, aren't you? And we're just waking up.
We're just waking up. I know.
Right, here is a set piece. It is a free kick. Mason Mount will take it quite near the corner flag on the right.
Yeah, it's a free kick, but it's basically a corner, isn't it?
Rudiger is in the middle. Thiago's in the middle. Werner's in the middle. Abraham. Some biggish lads.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you play a 3-back system, the benefit of it is you have an extra man to throw in the box. Marcus Alonso's in there as well.
If they decide to go along the ground, you've got Jorginho waiting outside the area.
Right, Mason Mount floats one in. Dangerous, and it's headed away. It's difficult to beat Burnley from set pieces. They are the set piece kings, aren't they?
They are well drilled.
They are very well drilled.
Taking and defending set pieces.
And that's why Sean Dyche prides himself in staying in the Premier League for so many years, even with the lowest budget in the league. Because he drills them so well. They understand what they need to do to get the points.
Oh.
Chelsea with the cross in there towards Thiago Silva. And it's a goal kick. It's over from the header. First shot off target. But yeah, Thiago Silva and Zuma. When them two are usually playing, there's loads of goals in that. When you get the ball in the box to Thiago Silva and Zuma, it's dangerous. Only one of them two are playing today. But I'm sure Rudiger as well. He could score some headers on his day.
Yeah, Thiago's quite good. He's not a big lad, is he? Probably 6 or 6'1". But he gets up well. He's a good header of the ball.
Thank you, Lloyd Harrison, for the £2. Love the channel. Cheers, Lloyd. Means the world. Thank you so much. Right, here comes Chelsea again. Timo Werner has got it on the left side. He's going to take on his man. Shoots! Not bad effort.
Now, do you know what? It was a tame shot. But it's good to see Werner taking a shot.
Yeah, confidence. It's what he needs.
Absolutely.
And rightly so. I'm happy to see him actually playing with a little bit more confidence.
Yeah.
And that might knock him in.
Yeah.
You know, one thing about the managerial change around is we may see the best out of players like Werner now. So who knows what can happen. Goyser, thanks for the 3 Australian. Mate, we never got off the beers over here. Fair play. Fair play, mate.
I know you Aussies, exactly. You have beer for breakfast, you lot do.
Nutty.
You get up, you have a Foster's, lunchtime you have a Cooper's. And then, around dinner time, you have a Tui's. Honestly, if we went to Aussie, we'd just be drunk all the time there.
Fair enough. F1 for live, thanks for £2. Actually. Can you live stream the WWE Royal Rumble tonight? We won't stream WWE, but we will do UFC and MMA. I'm not a massive fan of WWE, but it's a good idea, though.
Here comes Mason Mount driving.
Hudson-Odoi. He's going to think, he cuts in again. Lays it off to Mason Mount. Kovacic to shoot! He never scores for Chelsea. He's got 1 goal ever for Chelsea.
Wow.
And he went for a second there.
He's got 1 assist this season, but quite direct play here. Think Hudson-Odoi's got to make up his mind quicker. I think he's got to play that straight away. Abraham's like, mate, I'm here.
Yeah, I know.
So
not a bad effort.
On 3 occasions, I think Hudson-Odoi, make up your mind quicker. That comes with time, decision making.
Definitely. Thank you, Johnny, for the £2. Will Rangers stop 10 in a row? Yes, they will. That's not even a question anymore. It's pretty obvious that Rangers have pretty much won this league. It's not us having an opinion. Yeah. It's just it's a fact now.
Rangers fans want to hear you say that. That's the thing. It's so big up there, isn't it?
I know. It's huge. Right, here come Chelsea again. playing a little bit more of a knack about them now. Mason Mount. Oh, with a bad pass. Was aimed at Hudson-Odoi. Harry, thanks for £5, lad. Really means a lot. Bolton should watch out for Woking. About to be promoted to League 2. You're a big inspiration to Woking Fan TV. I'm a friend with Pooh Man.
Hey,
fair play, Harry.
Pooh
Thanks for donation. Thanks for donation. We'll be watching out for that club.
Watching out for Woking.
Hopefully not playing you next season, but we pretty much are. Bolton are going up.
Pings one in,
and it's
long.
It went out for a goal kick.
Oh, it's offside anyway.
Was it offside?
Yeah.
Or did the ball go out of the pitch?
I think he said it was offside.
How could it be offside though? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Lloyd Harrison, thanks for £2. Do you think Sheffield United will stay up? No. Realistically, you look at the competition, they're not staying up, are they, Dad?
No, they're not. They're not. Look, they've not been bad at times. Despite the appalling record, on their day they're difficult to beat. But you look at the points, you look at the games to go, and I'm sorry, that is it. Do a vodka shot if Werner scores. I'm sorry, not at.
Werner looks good today. No way.
Yeah, no chance. Sorry.
Werner actually looks like a decent player.
Yeah.
That's a risky one to do.
That would kill me for the day.
A vodka shot 12. I don't want that aftertaste the rest of my day. Burnley on the ball. Vidra holding it up. Laying it off to Eric Peters here. Oh God, Burnley. They don't make the most exciting games of football, do they, Dad?
They don't. No, they don't. It's not about excitement. That is not on Sean Dyche. It's not high on Sean Dyche's list. What is very high on his list is survival in the Premiership, and he's done that season in, season out, despite having a squad value. I think he's 19th in the league there.
Yeah.
And yet, last season, they were looking at Europe at one point. But this season, survival. It's all about survival. And with the new owners, hopefully Burnley, for their sake, they can get more investment in the playing squad.
Absolutely. Lowton goes down the line.
Ooh.
And it is aimed at Vidra again. But this time goes straight to the goalkeeper as the ball is too heavy played. Volker shot if Kovacic scores. You know what? Let's do that. That's the one thing we'll agree to.
Kovacic scores?
Yeah.
Okay, go on then.
Because Kovacic has got one goal ever in his senior career.
Okay.
The geezer don't score goals. So, guys, I mean, as much as we're saying yes to that, it's not going to happen. €5.49. Thank you, M1RZYRR. Thank you so much for the €5. Hi from Spain. Love that. And Abraham's kicking off here. The Chelsea players kicking off with the Burnley lads. Tarkowski and Tammy Abraham. They're England teammates. They've got to be careful what they say to each other.
I know.
But it's already getting a bit fiery over in the Premier League, eh?
Absolutely. The former Oldham Athletic guy, Tarkowski, is just telling Abraham where to get off.
Yeah, well, it is a foul from Abraham.
It is.
It's not, and I don't know, maybe Tarkowski said, why do you do that?
Afterwards, Abraham puts the foot in to kick the ball when it's down. Just watch this now.
Oh.
You don't need to do
That's
that.
what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, fair play.
Something and nothing. Bit of handbags.
Thogdad loves some handbags, though. Thogdad, you ever getting in the ring? Greg Poole?
Well, we can give it a bit of thought, can't we, when this pandemic's over? Go over to the States, bit of the undercard. What do you reckon?
Cool. Let's give that a go. Thogdad, when's the call-out video?
We'll see.
On the main channel, eh?
We'll see. We'll see.
I'll be willing to slap it on the main channel.
Would you? Oh my goodness, that's very kind of you.
I know.
Who are you going to fight?
I'll be the Eddie Hearn of your Thogdad fight. I'll just be like the middleman.
Will you
the agent?
Will you be out of context?
No. Well, maybe for that one. Right. Chelsea just tried to get the ball clear. Burnley blocked in. Chelsea have a throw in their own box here. Marcus Alonso back in the Chelsea team. It's been a while since we watched him today.
Absolutely.
How many games has he had this season, Dad?
Who's that?
Marcus Alonso.
Alonso has, if you count up all the games he's had this season, 3.
Burnley win the ball back. But the funny thing about Burnley is when they win the ball back, even if it's in Chelsea's box, they will literally recycle the ball. They will not go for goal. They'll go for goal when they want to. They literally went back and long balled it to the same position that they won the ball in.
Yeah.
Mental. But yeah, sorry, Dad. How many games has Marcus?
3.
3 games
on the pitch.
Okay,
yeah,
so
3.
clearly Lampard didn't really play him.
Well, he fell out with him, didn't he?
Yeah.
It was a falling out over something. I can't remember what it was about. I think it might have been the occasion where Alonso left the ground early.
Oh, wow.
Something of that nature.
Okay. Well, Tuchel will hopefully look to see things improve with his relationship with Alonso at the club.
Yeah. Well, new gaffer.
New gaffer always helps, yeah.
Yeah, all those old problems are gone, aren't they?
They are. Do you reckon it was players that went to Abramovich to get Lampard sacked?
No,
I reckon there were a few
I
of them.
think it was results, Theo. You know, it's
No, but there was rumoured to be a few players that went straight to Abramovich and basically said, like, he's lost the dressing room.
right.
And if they actually said that, I can believe Abramovich and the board were convinced from it.
Yeah.
Because if the players are going to them, you know, like the Rudigers and them lot,
Yeah,
he probably did them all a favour getting Lampard sacked.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
I don't even
see
know.
how Tuchel does. The thing about Chelsea, there's been such a long line of managers, haven't there, over the years. My goodness, Roman Abramovich gets through gaffers.
Guasa, thanks for the $3 Australian debate. Pep or Klopp, Messi or CR7, Virgil van Dijk or Ramos. For me, I would go Pep over Klopp. I would go Messi over Ronaldo, and I'd go Van Dijk over Ramos. What about you, Dad?
I would go for Pep for what he's done over time. I'd go for CR7, certainly at the moment, and I'd go for Virgil van Dijk.
Cool. Very interesting.
Yeah.
That's a little Q&A with one of the donations. I love it when you guys donate and you kind of just leave us really interesting questions for us to talk about.
Yeah.
And by the way, we are still giving away £40 to somebody who gets the score correct in the comments. Like and subscribe to enter that giveaway. There's less of you because it's an earlier time. You've got a higher chance of winning the giveaway, so get entering. And also, if you do want to join the TDL, we have a membership where you could basically just join the TDL. Have a look at this. Join. Have you ever thought about this, Dad?
I have just watched Burnley actually coming forward.
Dad, look at this.
Oh, that is cool. So how does that work there?
Basically, if you join the membership, right? If you use this link, which I'll put in the chat, okay, and you join the TDL, you get a loyalty badge by your name, like a golden TDL loyalty badge, and you get 12 custom emojis.
Brilliant.
Would you love that, Thogdad?
That is fantastic. Is there a Thogdad one?
There is the Thogdad angry one. There's a trusty Guinness one. It all kicks off a beer, Coke bottle, TDL, VAR, everything Thogdad.
Brilliant.
It's exactly what you want, isn't it?
That is superb. And the main thing is that really helps the channel survive, doesn't it?
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll put this link in the chat. We'll absolutely slap it in the chat. What we'll do is we'll go over here. We'll go onto the video, and you lot can join the TDL. Let me just pause it here. Have a look at this. Have a look at this. Join the TDL.
This is technology.
Put it in the chat.
Technology in action.
Have a look at this, lads. And you can now join the TDL. Let's see if we get any new TDL members in the stream. Let's get back to the footy. Great to have you lot on board.
Absolutely. Now, we've just seen Burnley coming forward. Didn't end up with anything. Looked like they might win a corner. Now, Chelsea coming away with Rudiger. The game hasn't really taken off yet. Chelsea had...
Not just yet.
They've had the best chances.
Yeah.
I think that Mount effort was probably the best chance.
Definitely, yeah. I see that.
Werner just losing out there.
Love that, Sebastian. You can click that link. The moderator is putting the link in the chat to join the TDL. Get that gold, different name, and also your name comes up different in the chat down there, so it'd be bloody awesome to see some more TDL members. Cheetah, thanks for £2. Who is the best player in the Premier League right now? Harry Kane for me.
Yeah, obviously he's injured at the moment, but yes, Harry Kane for me as well.
Yeah.
De Bruyne, very close.
Matthew, thanks for £2.
Fernandes, very close.
Lads, my prediction is 3-0 Chelsea, Werner to score.
Wow.
Okay.
Not impossible, but Chelsea need to get a move on. They need to get that first goal. I think
you say that, Dad, but I mean, if they score, the floodgates could open late on.
They could, yeah. They could.
Burnley are never going to concede early. They're too hard to break down. They love a 0-0 at half-time. It's a great bet. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go put my money on a 0-0 at half-time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big shout.
It's not really a big shout. It's easy money. You and Black, thanks for £2. What games are you streaming today? We're streaming this one and West Ham Liverpool.
Yeah, that should be that's two good teams. My goodness.
Should be a good one, yeah.
Two teams looking for Champions League places. But here come Chelsea. Oh, Tammy Abraham. Tarkowski, really good defending. He wanted it more than Abraham on that occasion. Against Burnley, you've got to really want the ball and you've got to shield it. And Abraham didn't do that.
Yeah.
And Tarkowski just came across. And that was a good tackle in his own box.
Half-time correct score of 4-5.
Here comes Callum Hudson-Odoi up the right. Plays it back to Jorginho. Across to Kovacic. Werner. 6
Can
yards
Chelsea
outside
find
the
a way
area.
through?
Werner back to Kovacic. Pings it out right. Can Callum Hudson-Odoi get the cross in? He does to Mount.
Jorginho.
Alonso!
At the back post now.
Oh!
And the Chelsea players run into each other. What a chance for Chelsea that was. I nearly said goodbye to my bet already.
Oh,
Sitar, thanks for £5. Thoughts on West Ham signing Jesse Lingard? Just joined. Thank you, Guassa, for joining the TDL. Big up the new TDL member. And I think Jesse Lingard will be successful at West Ham. I do.
Yes.
I get the feeling he will cause problems. I think a midfield three of Souček, Declan Rice, and Jesse Lingard in front of them is really good.
Yes, and I agree with you. But we've just seen a headed cross there from Alonso.
Yeah.
Mason Mount and Abraham, they bump into each other. They collide into each other. I mean, that shouldn't happen at Sunday League.
I know. It's
you
mental.
talk to each other. You give a shout. You say Mason's ball, and you get out of the way. Now, I wonder whether Alonso, if he's more confident with more game time, could have actually shot. You could have actually headed towards goal. Would have been an incredible goal if he got it.
Yeah.
Would have had to loop over the keeper. But good chance there for
Two
Chelsea.
Sim, thanks for £2. What's your predicted top four in the Premier League? Right now, my predicted top four is difficult. Man City, Liverpool, Man United maybe, and Leicester. Maybe Chelsea to sneak in there late. Well, they need to start getting a move on and getting wins if they want to consider that. See, the thing is with Chelsea, they have the team to get top four, 100%. They've got a very talented squad. They just have to start being more clinical. They have the possession, they have the stats. They lack a clinical finish, and that was the same problem against Wolves.
Yeah, there's a lot to be sorted out here at Chelsea. My top four, Man City top. I'm going Liverpool second, Man United third. And I think Leicester might sneak it.
Really?
I would have said Spurs, but Harry Kane is out for a few weeks. That is a big blow. That really is a big blow. West Ham, wonderful season. Someone was asking, absolutely brilliant. We didn't predict it. Took us by surprise, and I'm delighted for West Ham. But I'm not sure you can hold on to top four. So that is my top four.
Rudiger heads the ball out there, and it goes out for a throw-in. Not exactly what he wanted, but there we go. Are we getting any more TDL members in the chat? Thanks for all donations as well, guys. Really appreciate it. Don't know how many likes we're on, but remember, if you like and subscribe, you'll be entered into our giveaway. £40. Get the score correct in the comments. Jiminy, thanks for another donation. $8. Lampard screamed at Alonso for sitting in the bus and watching the rest of the game on his phone. From then on, Lampard didn't like him.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that.
So what, he watched the game on his phone on the bus instead of being in the crowd?
Was he taken off at half-time? Was it something like that?
Yeah, I think so. You told me this.
Yeah. Well, there was the Aurier. That was more recent.
That was Aurier, right.
But I think a similar thing happened with Aurier. But here...
What is it about fullbacks coming off at half-time and leaving?
It's a bit naughty, that.
Yeah.
You got to remember it's a team game. If you're taken off at half-time, it's for a reason.
Yeah, I know.
The team is still out there. Your teammates, your colleagues.
100%.
And you got to support them.
100%. M1RZYR, thank you for the €2.29. Tell Thogdad to do a push-up. You going to do a push-up, Thogdad?
Do you know, if I tried it would probably be one push-up.
Oh, my God.
Size of my belly after all this lockdown.
Hell. Thank you for the £5 Daserbeam. This is my second account because on my first it won't let me donate. Can you remember
Here we
me?
go. Here comes Chelsea. Oh, my Werner.
Oh,
you've got to score that.
Werner's had a bad miss there.
It was a beautiful cross from Hudson-Odoi.
I know.
He's
annoyed with himself. He's annoyed with himself.
When you're out of form, it was a hard cross, but it was a tap.
The Werner goal is coming, I'm telling you. The Werner goal is coming.
I mean...
Keep the faith. Daserbeam, thanks for £5 though. Hashtag cans, hashtag what position do you think Arsenal will finish? Daserbeam, great to see you back in the chat.
Mason Mount, good turn. Mason Mount, can he shoot?
Oh, gets tackled. Daserbeam, finally, before Thogdad interrupts me. I'll move quickly before he speaks in front of me.
Well, if there's a goal, I will talk about it.
Well, there hasn't been a goal.
Here comes Werner, edge of the area. Werner can shoot, takes it left, crosses it. Mount!
And it's over.
Oh my goodness, Mount, you've got to do better with that.
And Daserbeam! Thank you for the £5 donation. I can finally read out. No, I think Arsenal will finish Europa League. I think they'll finish 6th or 7th eventually. Arteta's doing a great job recently in getting results. One of the best forms in the league. Yeah, they'll end Europa League. They don't need to worry. They'll get Europe.
Wow, look at this chance again. Did you see it the first time, Theo? Hudson-Odoi.
I did see it. Oh my God, it hits
appalling.
both his legs.
He takes his eye off the ball.
You can tell he's lacking confidence.
He takes his eye off the ball. In any sport, tennis, cricket, football, keep your eye on the ball. It's the number one thing. Werner's looking at his legs.
I don't know what he's doing.
It's natural. Just pretend you're in training. Keep your eye on that ball.
Yeah.
Bang. It's a tap in.
No, this is more than football, Dad. It's a mental game now for Werner. He needs to overcome his missing. He's got great work there from Hudson-Odoi though, on the right wing, and he puts the ball in, and it's tackled by the Burnley defenders.
I think
Hudson-Odoi is so good on the ball, but his crossing can improve.
Ooh.
There's a few times today where Hudson-Odoi is not putting the ball in the right place, and if he did, they could have scored.
He had a couple of sighters, I think, Theo, but that ball to Werner was perfect before.
Perfect. Yeah.
And, it's the
Thank
more
you,
you see it-
JT, for the 200... What is that, yen? Is that yen?
Yen, yes.
Thank you for 200 yen. Do you think Odoi's performance in WB... What does that mean? Wing-back.
Don't
Oh,
know.
Hudson-Odoi.
Oh, yeah.
At wing-back. Yes, Hudson-Odoi is playing wing-back, and I like the position. I think he will become good there, but I get the feeling he needs to improve his crosses.
Ooh, I think a bit harsh.
You reckon?
After that latest cross, I think that was very good. I think Hudson-Odoi and Mount, I think they are looking like the two most dangerous players. Werner, I think, is at a point in his game where he almost doesn't want the ball to come to him
Love that, Jiminy.
because he doesn't want to embarrass himself again.
Yeah.
That was truly embarrassing. That will get shown again and again, I'm afraid. That becomes a meme.
There's enough of those memes, Dad, with Werner. You can make a whole compilation about it now.
He just needs a tap in, doesn't he?
Well, I thought that maybe he would overcome this under Tuchel's time. So maybe he will. It's early days, isn't it?
It's all about doing the basics.
I thought Tuchel would make Werner get back to his goal scoring. And it still could, who knows. Mason Mount goes back to Hudson-Odoi. Chelsea trying to work a way in here in the 32nd minute. Just taking their time. Azpilicueta goes long.
Towards Alonso.
Nick Pope grabs the ball. Yeah. If you're crossing the ball in and you're not aiming at Tammy Abraham, you're not going to get anywhere from it. And that's just my opinion. Marcus Alonso at the back post, maybe. But Timo Werner from crosses like this against these Burnley defenders, they're not going to have a problem.
Alonso, I agree. Abraham is the number one. But Alonso at the back post, we forget how good he is. He gets headed assists and goals a few times a season from the back post. But you've got to get it over the keeper. That was an easy catch for Nick Pope.
Yeah.
Kovacic
plays a nice ball to Tammy Abraham. Timo Werner has a chance on the floor now.
Come on, Timo.
He's going to take on Tarkowski.
That's not going to work.
Dribbling. Terrible dribbling.
That's not going to work, Timo.
What's he thinking? I don't know what he's thinking there.
He's trying too hard. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He's trying too hard.
No, but what's he actually thinking there?
He thinks he can go round.
No, nobody dribbles like that.
Yeah.
Nobody in the Premier League dribbles like what Werner just did.
Yeah.
That's not natural. That's not even league. I've seen players in National League dribble better than that.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. I need to see more of him in the Bundesliga and see how he played, because it's again and again we watch him in the Premier League and it's disappointing.
His finishing is disappointing, absolutely.
Not his finishing, his dribbling.
Yeah, both. All of it.
Yeah. Right, here come Burnley. Long ball. Aimed at Vidra. Thiago Silva takes it down well. Goes long and it's headed away. Headed back. It's a back and forth battle right now. Jack Cork. It lands to Thiago Silva's feet. Chelsea will recycle the attack. Jorginho will take it. He will switch play or go short. Let's find out. He chooses the short. Kovacic will drive with the ball here. Kovacic, here he comes into Timo Werner. Werner, if anyone was watching the game, Mason Mount wins the ball back nicely. Marcus Alonso.
Go on, ping it in.
Into Werner. Good
Oh,
flick.
lovely. Werner.
Mason Mount. That was nice work, but the shot was... could have hit Rose Ed. If you're a Chelsea season ticket holder in the Stretford lower, your seat might be broken from that Mason Mount shot.
Yeah, well, it's not Stretford, but...
It's the shed end. But yeah. But that's not as funny.
But no, Alonso did some great work on the left, played it across. It was a very good touch, actually, from Werner to Mount. And once again, Mount just completely misskews his shot. He's done that 3 times. Now, I like Mount. He's good at driving, but he's not got his shooting boots on today. But Chelsea creating these chances and not finishing their dinner, are they, Theo?
Yeah, it's not good enough. Nick Pope now taking the goal kick. Yeah, this has got a 0-0 half-time written all over it, to be honest.
Based upon the finishing, if you show a clips highlight of all the, let's call them half chances, although a couple of them are very big chances, I tell you what, Kovacic and Jorginho are working really hard. They're doing their job.
Definitely.
It's just the forwards. The forwards are not doing their job. Mount's not finishing. Abraham's not getting the service yet.
Yeah.
Werner's
go long.
Well, we talked about Werner.
What is that? What is that ball from Burnley? Burnley going forward. They've just been... they're literally trying to cling on to straws here. The long ball's over to Vidra. It's not working yet. Really isn't. I'm so annoyed with the way Burnley are playing. I'm leaving. That's it.
Oh, you put the kettle on?
Yeah.
Nice one. All right, Thoggy has left the building. Nearly 5,000 people in here. That is fantastic. How do I donate? I think there's a donate button there somewhere. Of course, we're just stood here in front of a camera, so I don't see what you're seeing. But there should be like a donate button. I think it's shaped like a $sign. Here come Chelsea again. Kovacic, who I think has been very good. Lots of touches, lots of driving in the middle of the park. Alonso, he offers something new to Chelsea, I think. He's looked quite good. Kovacic pings it out to Callum Hudson-Odoi, but it's not a good pass. And it is at the feet of Dwight McNeil. Burnley. Ooh, good work there from Thiago to win back possession. Mason Mount again. Werner exchanging passes with Kovacic. Burnley not pressing him. Jorginho out to Callum Hudson-Odoi. What can he do? Nice little pass to Mount in the box. It's going back to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Get your cross in, pal. Hudson-Odoi tries to cross it, but it is blocked by Burnley. And it's back to Jorginho. All the way back here to Thiago. Thiago steals 10 yards. Kovacic. Werner. What's he going to do? Werner shoots! On target, save. But it's a weak shot. But Werner, at least he's trying the shots. I reckon the gaffer has said to him, just do the natural things. If you see a chance to shoot, pull the trigger. He pulled the trigger from about 20 yards. It was the easiest of saves for the keeper. But you know what? At least it's a shot. It will come. It will come at some point. Prank Tuchel red card. Thogden equals the GOAT. Thank you very much. Bring out Thogbear. Should we bring Thogbear? Shall we? I think Theo's getting a bit tired of Thogbear coming in and taking his seat. So maybe we could put a maybe get a Thogbear seat behind. Maybe I'll think of that later. Anyway, Chelsea coming forward. 37 minutes gone. Adam, who do you think should play Kane injured? Well, do you know what? In the past, Spurs have done all right when Kane's injured, despite him being an amazing player. I think you've got Son up front, and you just need to move the personnel around a bit. But I think, you play Son in the Kane role, although can anyone play in the Kane role? So, let's see what happens later today with that. But he's almost irreplaceable, isn't he? Kane is just an absolute world beater. There is no one footballer in the world, I think, who could replace Harry Kane. So you've just got to do the best around with Ndombele and Bergwijn and Lucas Moura and Son up front. It'll never be the same as a Tottenham with Kane. Karzan talk, please say my name. Pope should be England's number one. There's a lot of people say that, and a lot of people would agree with you. Who do you support? We support Bolton Wanderers Football Club of the 4th tier of English football. Alonso trying to go past Robbie Brady, and it doesn't quite work. Good work there from Kovacic. I like this lad. He puts in a shift. But Burnley get back possession and hump it out into touch. Thiago Silva has the ball in his hands. And it is a throw-in. Sam Johnson should be England's goalkeeper. Not sure about that, mate. Julian, sorry I have bot donated in a bit, lads. Oh, I've not donated in a while. Julian, you don't have to. Mate, thank you very much. Julian Spencer, that is very kind. It's brilliant when you donate. Nobody has to, but when you do, it helps pay for the channel. It really does. Thank you very much. What games are you streaming today? You know what, I'll have to ask Theo about that. I think we're doing West Ham Liverpool, which promises to be a ding-dang-do. That'll be a good game of football. It's deep in the Chelsea half at the moment. And that is a throw-in to Chelsea, won by Marcus Alonso. What you think about Ziyech in the Premier League? Well, he's had a couple of injuries, hasn't he, which has not helped, obviously. I think he's made a good start. I think he's looked very lively, and it's a shame that he's not been fit the whole time. But here comes Mason Mount. Hudson-Odoi. This is a good break. Hudson-Odoi. Can he shoot? Overlaps. Goal! By Azpilicueta. Theo, it is a goal to Chelsea from the most unlikely of sources. It was a breakaway. We're talking about Werner. We're talking about Abraham. We're talking about Mason Mount. And Azpilicueta comes up front and says, mate, if you can't score, leave it to the Spaniard. And Azpilicueta gets his first goal of the season, and Chelsea have the lead. Amazing.
What?
Mason Mount did the work. Hudson-Odoi, Azpilicueta keeps going. Brilliant pass.
Wow,
What a
what a
finish.
goal. What a goal,
What
man.
a finish
That's unbelievable.
from Azpilicueta.
Fair play.
Leave it to Caesar. He'll score.
Fair
Bang.
play to him,
Goal.
mate. That's
Pope
insane.
had no chance.
Honestly, that's insane.
Absolutely.
Not a bad effort, that.
Yeah, superb.
1-0 to Chelsea. Not bad there, eh?
Absolutely.
Goodness me.
And,
Great start for Chelsea to score
And
before the
it's
half-time
a
whistle.
Good job we didn't have a vodka shot on Azpilicueta's scoring.
I was going to say, like, it wasn't Azpilicueta what we did, right?
No, it certainly
Oh my
wasn't.
God,
It's
that's funny.
certainly. I think we had a vodka shot challenge on Kovacic scoring.
Really?
Although the way Kovacic is playing, I like a lot. The way Kovacic and Jorginho are playing,
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah.
Impressive. And if I think the forwards could finish their dinner a bit better, this could be 3-0 by now.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Seriously?
But here comes Burnley. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
but the one thing about what I see with the way Chelsea are playing is, do you not think Burnley could get back into the game?
I think Burnley have got a goal in them. Sean Dyche's very angry with something.
Yeah.
With the officials, I think.
Raging. Absolutely raging.
Now now that is a foul by Alonso.
That is...
It's
what, by
very-
Alonso or by Lowton?
That's not a foul, Theo. And
Not a
Sean,
foul?
That's not a foul.
Not a foul?
No, and Burnley, the referee has said that was a foul on Alonso. I thought it was either not a foul or it was a foul on Alonso.
That is mental. But I need to grab the brews before we get to half
You
time.
certainly do.
So let me go
Theo.
grab the brews.
You
They're brewing.
certainly do.
They're brewing. They're
Good
fresh.
stuff. Yeah, don't rush them. Let them have a good brew.
Yeah, they're brewing.
There's nothing worse, is there, in life than when you get a brew and it's too milky or it's not strong enough. How do you like your brews, everyone? I like mine strong, bit of milk, not too much, no sugar. Absolutely no sugar. I gave up sugar when I was a kid. I thought, right, I don't need this crap in me brew. I gave it up. I put up with it for 2 or 3 days thinking, oh, this is horrible. And then I've never had sugar since. Unless there's no milk, and then I will have sugar. But that's just Thogdad being nuts. Here we come again. Mason Mount. Alonso in the area. What can he do? Can he get a cross in? It's on his right foot. Plays it towards Kovacic. Mason Mount. Kovacic. If you score, we got to do a vodka shot. Alonso on the right. On the left, sorry. Mason Mount. Oh. And Werner tries to play the reverse pass. Sometimes Werner, he's in this difficult position in his mind where he feels he can't score. So he feels he's got to do these clever 1-2s and go for the assists. Werner needs a goal. The whole footballing world knows that. They're showing the goal again. And it's that man, Hudson-Odoi. Brilliant. And my goodness, Azpilicueta. That is the strike of a forward. Cesar Azpilicueta should play up front. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And the whole team is delighted. That takes the pressure off. Azpilicueta goes over to the camera and blows it a kiss. What's a brew? What's a brew? Wilco, it's a cup of tea. If you're American, a brew is a beer. But in our country, especially up north of England, a brew is a cup of tea. Oh, my goodness. Kovacic trying to get a ball through the Burnley back four. Burnley will break, but Rudiger will deal with that. Tomorrow I have school. I'm sorry to hear that, mate, but make sure you get along. Put the effort in, lad. Back in the day, I did all my schooling. Glad it's over, but it's important. It is important. Will you stream Liverpool game? Yes, we will. I'm from Cumbria. All right. Hello, mate. Hello to all my friends in Cumbria. That is a beautiful county. It's where my dad lives. He lives down near Grange-over-Sands, lives in Alithwaite. If anyone knows that part of the world, it is quite simply a beautiful part of the world. You've got the Lake District. I'd go there tomorrow if I was allowed, but I'm not allowed to drive more than 7 miles, am I? I'm from Stockport. You've got a good beer there called Robinson's. I like Stockport. Used to go there a lot back in the day. Used to live in Altrincham. Burnley coming forward. Is Chelsea in the north of England? No. Okay, Saritha. Chelsea is a team from London. It's North London. I I live in Glasgow, but I'm from Pakistan. I know there's a large British Pakistani population in Glasgow, and you actually get some amazing, like you call it Indian food, don't you? There's some amazing Indian food in Glasgow. Every time we go there, we go for a curry at our favourite place, a little family-owned place. Theo might remember the name of it. But here comes Theo with the brews. Burnley whip it in to the box. Can they get a late equaliser? Thank you, Theo.
Can't be a fresh brew.
There's my brew. People are asking, what's a brew? Do you live in London?
You gotta know what a fresh brew is. That's not good enough if you don't know what a fresh brew is. And that's the half-time whistle.
I'm going to quick comfort break. Here, you take over.
Thogdad is loving life, and we, in the meantime, are going to talk about that half. Good half. Chelsea 1-0 up. Azpilicueta, one of the most unlikely scorers, but he gets the goal. He certainly does. Get yourself a good brew. Let me give you a little brew review. You ready for this? Look how massive this mug is as well. We don't mess about. By the way, there's nothing more annoying than a small brew. You know when it comes in the small little... Nah, not for me. Okay. Oh, mate. I'm sorry. I might be cocky because I brewed up. But that's a solid 8.5 out of 10. I'm going to put that statement out there right now. That is a very solid brew. And we are going to get through the stats. So, let's pass straight through it. Let's see what Chelsea fans have to say about that, shall we? First of all, have a look at a quick look at the sofa scores, just to see what's going on in the old Chelsea-Burnley game. 1-0 at the break. Azpilicueta scored, assisted by Hudson-Odoi. That's what Tuchel wanted from him. An assist, 37 touches, one key pass, obviously created the goal. I tell you what, when he had him to play at right wing back, that's what he wanted from him. Clearly being creative, playing in a role that's working, and it's an interesting one, right? It's a position that Hudson-Odoi isn't used to, but clearly Tuchel's going for it, and it created the first goal, so big up himself for that. And there was also another time where Hudson-Odoi whipped the ball into Werner where he should have scored. Abraham's been given a low 6.4 so far, probably because he's missed a big chance. And also, kind of, lost the ball 4 times, couple fouls, he didn't get a yellow, but he was getting a little bit angry at certain things. But overall, so far, Chelsea looking decent. Mason Mount with 7.4. This geezer never stops running. I've been really impressed with Mason Mount. 2 key passes. A really impressive performance so far. And he always is when he plays for Chelsea. Cesar Azpilicueta with the goal. What was the goal like, Dad? I kind of missed it.
It was a breakaway. And it was some good work from Callum Hudson-Odoi. He got the assist and really well taken.
Is Tuchel working with his new position for Hudson-Odoi?
I think so, yes. I think he's been possibly the standout player for me.
Really? Man of the match?
I actually think there was some... Of course, Azpilicueta has been given, the 7.5. I think, first of all, I think Alonso very, very harsh. Jorginho and Kovacic, I've been saying that throughout the half. Really good work.
Really?
Really good work at driving forward. Sort of the more defensive work, but also the more attacking midfield work. 53 touches for Jorginho.
Jorginho, 1 big chance created. Kovacic, 2 key passes.
Yes.
Very interesting. They're both being creative.
Tell you what,
You thought they'd lack creativity today?
We've had a lot of creativity from... Mason Mount has been heavily involved.
Yeah.
Kovacic have just done the simple things well. When they've seen 10 yards to steal, they've stolen it and then played a pass. Very impressed by Mason Mount, apart from his finishing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, they're 1-0 up. They're in a position that Tuchel hasn't been ever before under Chelsea. A goal. And they've dominated the stats, haven't they? It's good that they've been clinical, finally.
I would use a different word. I think they've not been clinical.
Yeah, sorry. It's good they've finally taken a chance, shall I say.
They've taken a chance. Yes, they were clinical on that one occasion. The irony is Cesar Azpilicueta was the one who was clinical.
I know.
Mason Mount blazed 3 shots over.
To be fair, it's the captain to break the deadlock of Tuchel's goal scoring for Chelsea. It had to be somebody.
I bet he's joking at half-time and saying, lads, you've forgotten how to score goals.
Exactly.
I hope there's humour in that dressing room. And he's like, I'm showing you how to do it from the back.
No, clearly there was a little bit of humour in the first game. You could tell Tuchel was having a bit of bants with Mason Mount when he came on and stuff like that. But look at the Premier League standings, Dad. With the Chelsea win, they get their 9th win of the season, 33 points, same as Tottenham and Everton.
They are not out of it in terms of Champions League places. They're not going to win the league. They're too far behind City. They're not as good as City.
But they can fight for Champions League.
They can fight for Champions League all day long. For me, it's a fight for that 4th place between Leicester, Tottenham, Chelsea. Tottenham, of course, have lost Harry Kane for a while. West Ham, we keep underestimating. We shouldn't. Can they make top 4 based upon the form? They can, but it's more likely to be
Look at Chelsea's
Leicester.
recent form as well. Draw, loss, win, loss, draw. finally
Yeah.
to turn it over to a win, if they can do, which I think they will by the way they're playing.
I think they will, Theo.
Yeah, 2-0 maybe, full time.
If they'd been
2-1.
more clinical, it could be 3-0 at half time.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That's
Werner, I think, just needs a dodgy goal.
Yeah.
He just needs a mishit shot that somehow goes in off a defender.
Well, they have given Werner over a 7 out of 10. From what I've seen of him, I don't think he deserves it because he's just been dribbling a little bit off. Okay, the 2 key passes is part of it. I don't remember when he had those key passes, though.
Yeah. Oh, yes. There was certainly one of them was a very nice touch for Mason Mount.
Okay.
But I was saying, whilst you were out of the room, he's almost got to the point where he's like, oh my goodness, I can't shoot anymore.
I know.
So what I'm going to try and do is assist.
Be a creator, yeah.
Yes.
I feel for him, man. He can be such a good finisher on his day, and it's a real shame.
It was hard to watch. That cross from Hudson-Odoi. All you've got to do is keep your eye on the ball.
Yeah.
Keep your eye on the ball. Get your body right. Don't overthink it. And it's back of the net.
I know. Burnley, though, Dad, 15th in the league, 22 points. From relegation, there's an 8-point gap. Not the end of the world, though. You wouldn't say they're in a relegation fight, would you?
Sean Dyche will tell them we're not safe until we're safe. Newcastle suddenly, they win a game and they're on level points. I think Burnley will be fine. I think they'll get enough wins. They'll find enough 1-0 wins. So I think they'll be all right. But wait until they get the 10 wins. I think they need another 3 wins, let's say.
You reckon?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And there we have it. That is what the Premier League table is looking like right now. And I'll tell you what, it's a very interesting one. Last time Burnley played Chelsea, both times it ended 3-0 Chelsea. Do you think we could see that again, Dad?
Yes.
Similar to the last time they played at the Bridge?
If Chelsea put their shooting boots on, it'll be 3-0.
Okay, well, the goal scorers were Jorginho, Tammy Abraham and Hudson-Odoi last time.
Abraham's been
This
missing.
time round, it's Azpilicueta. So Abraham's been missing, but he knows how to put the ball in the onion bag versus Burnley, and he'll be looking forward to trying to do it again. He's had that competition with Tarkowski, before, so we'll see if it ends a similar result. We will have a look and find out. Across the board, we've got Leicester versus Leeds later. The lineups are out in 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Shall we have a look at the lineups in about 7 minutes' time?
Let's do that.
We'll do that in 7 minutes' time. But in the meantime, West Ham, Liverpool is coming on later. Brighton and Hove Albion versus Tottenham. You looking forward to these games later?
There's some good games today.
Some good ones,
All
innit?
3 of those will be good. It's a shame, we don't have the voice boxes to do all 4.
I know.
We'll do West Ham, Liverpool. But I tell you what, Leicester Leeds should be a good one.
You reckon?
Really good game of football. Yeah, 2 attacking teams. Anyone who's got Maddison and Barnes in their teams, I think you've chosen well.
Seriously, what a banger that was from Azpilicueta, by the way. Great finish.
Good work from Mason Mount.
Mason Mount drives up. Hudson-Odoi takes it, works out the fullback, creates space for Azpilicueta, and Azpilicueta just puts it in the back of the onion bag. Yeah, okay. Leicester Leeds. What's your score prediction for this one?
I think I went something like 2-1, but it could be anything. It could be 3-2. It could be anything.
Yeah,
I'd be amazed if it's a low-scoring
Leicester
game.
without Vardy again.
Yeah.
So we'll see how they can cope with that. Brendan Rodgers versus Marcelo Bielsa. 3rd versus 12th.
Yeah.
It's a good game, this.
Let's have a look. Is Justin playing?
James Justin is playing.
We think.
He will play.
Yeah,
he will play.
He should.
But they expect Soyuncu and Fofana, interestingly. No Johnny Evans. That's what they expect.
Yeah.
But we will find out in about 5 minutes' time what the Leicester Leeds, what it really is, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Should we go over to Twitter and see what people have to say about the Chelsea game, though?
Yes, let's do that.
I want to see what Chelsea fans have to think about the 1-0. Good, swift, high-tempo football in the first half, and we were rewarded with the lead.
True.
Yeah. Burnley hit the bar, remember me. Well, Burnley 2 hit the bar, okay? We'll look out for you, Gibbs. We'll see if you're right. Azpilicueta to break the scoring. It had to be the captain, didn't it, Dad?
Amazing.
If Tuchel wants to last for his job, 18-month Chelsea coach, he better stop playing Abraham. He offers nothing, just running aimlessly, waiting for a tap-in. Mount with 4 clear chances, couldn't bury one. Timo Werner, question mark. If I talk, I will be in trouble. Cover, Odoi are gems. Great goal from Dave. What do you think about that?
Look, you can't write off a team based upon that. Yeah, Mason Mount's finishing has been poor today, and he's done some great work for the team. Werner, has put in a couple of good near assists. Yeah, they're going to show here his shockingness.
I think this geezer much prefers Kai Havertz to Mason Mount.
Yeah. No, you can't criticise Mount today. Okay, you can for his finishing.
Mount with four clear chances.
You saw Mount sub-assist the goal.
Yeah.
Mount's been offering loads in this game, and it wouldn't surprise me if he goes on and does something else.
Tuchel actually playing good football, unlike Ole, park the bus and then counter inshallah.
Yeah.
Do you think he's playing better football than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
I've seen some nice football from Ole, so I think that's a bit harsh.
Yeah, there's moments, but if you look at Man United's form versus the big teams, it's like they're all 0-0s apart from their 6-1 loss to Spurs.
Right, yeah.
So it's not exactly like he plays exciting football against the big teams.
Well, okay.
Have you seen that stat? Let me show you this stat.
Let's have a look at that.
Have a look at this stat. Let me go over to Twitter. Man United versus top 6 clubs, I think it is. Have a look at this stat. You're in for a surprise, Thogdad. Latest. Let's go to United. Surely it's going to come up.
Just one goal.
Yeah, they've just had one goal.
Right.
Versus big clubs. 4 points in 6 games for Ole versus so-called Big Six.
Yeah.
This season, just one goal, one United bottom of the Big Six. Like, it's not great. It's not great. And people were talking about it recently.
Yeah.
I just want to see if it comes up. Bruno Fernandes came up and basically said, thank you for my year, but basically said he's not the result he wanted. Too many 0-0. Yeah, this is it. Man United versus the Big Six this season. 0-0, 0-0, 0-0, 0-1, 0-0, and then a 1-6 loss to Spurs.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's.
Is that a worry? Is that a worry for Man United?
Well, drawing 0-0 with Liverpool and Man City and Chelsea, you could argue that is actually those are 3 good results.
Yeah, but Dad, they lost 2 and drawn 4.
Yeah, I know.
Out of 6 possible
Obviously,
wins.
The Spurs result is a freak result. Arsenal, you should have been beating them really, and do you even regard them as Big Six anymore? But yes, look, fair point. But I wouldn't judge that. That is a sort of a small population size. I wouldn't judge Ole
Dad,
on
these
those
are the big games, and Man United aren't winning them.
United are in the top 3 there.
Yes, I know.
So pick on those games.
If they won them, they'd be in a Premier League title race.
Man United are in the top 3. Are they
Dad,
second or third?
They're in the top 3.
Right. Fine.
But they wouldn't be in a Premier League. Well, they would be in a Premier League title race if they got some wins in these games.
Fine. I'll give you this stat. You know, I'm going to criticise Liverpool because they lost 7-2 to Aston Villa and they lost 1-0 to Burnley.
But guess what? They beat the big teams.
Theo,
and that's why
Theo,
they're in a Premier League title race.
Listen, whatever the game is, you get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw. Overall, Man City are in the top 3, and that is just select. It's meaningless against the Big Six.
Let me ask you, Dad.
People like to do that.
Who do you think's more of a chance of winning the Prem this season? Man United or Liverpool?
Man City.
No, answer my question. Man United or Liverpool?
Liverpool.
Okay,
and I'll tell you why.
And why do you say
want
that?
to know why?
I'll tell you why. Because you look at the Big Six games, and they don't get wins when they need to.
It's because Liverpool's billionaire owners have spent £350 million more than the billionaire owners of Man United. Liverpool have better owners.
But they can't sign a centre-back.
Which is weird, odd. Yeah, I know. But overall, they've got more
The owners
resource.
aren't backing it this January. They literally aren't backing Klopp. They're not letting him buy a centre-back.
Yeah, but overall they have. If you take a sort of 5-year view, the owners of Liverpool have invested more, this is just facts, have invested more in the squad than the Glazers.
Yeah. Well,
and I don't, honestly, this is too selective. I know people do this, and I know even the guys on Sky and BT do this as well.
They do, yeah.
But it's irrelevant, to be quite honest. I mean, yesterday, Pep got criticised for only winning 1-0 against Sheffield United. It's 3 points.
Yeah, but Dad,
this is football.
There's no 3 points in 6 games that we're looking at here.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Ole
plays negative against the big games.
I'll give you 6 other games where they've won. Like I said,
against what? The lower teams.
The first 3 results are good results. Arsenal's a bad result. Spurs is a bad result. So you're showing me 3 okay results and 2 bad results.
Dad, what I'm showing you is 6, a possible 18 points where they've picked up 4.
Theo.
That's what I'm showing you.
Selective and meaningless. You and Shamoon Hamiz can get a room.
Yeah, the journalist from BBC Sport, Dad. That's the guy you're marking down right now.
Yeah, I'm saying it's irrelevant. Irrelevant.
Dad, I mean, you can't ignore the facts, though. That's what I'm saying.
Theo, you know my
and that is why this Chelsea fan is saying Tuchel playing better football than Ole, park the bus and counter. Inshallah. That's why he's saying that.
Wait. Chelsea are playing against Burnley, Theo.
Yeah.
They're not playing a Big Six now. I don't see the relevance of this discussion.
Yeah, well, ask this Michael fan. He's a Man City fan anyway.
What's the relevance? This isn't 2 Big Six teams.
That's what he's referring to anyway. Other than the glaringly obvious poor finishing from the attackers, only one major half-time thought is that Mason Mount is playing with fear right now, taking one touch too far and scuffing his shot.
No.
If he calms down, this is a win. I'm hoping Asby's goal eases the pressure.
He's not playing with fear. I disagree with that.
Really?
He's not playing with fear. His finishing's poor.
Yeah.
Get on the training pitch and take 100 shots, 200 shots. He's not playing with fear. No, he's playing without fear. He's just had 3 poor finishes.
Hudson-Odoi at right wing back works though. Apparently he's working nicely. I agree. Yeah. It also makes sense why Asby over James to let Cho have less defensive duties. Interesting. Where does Reece James fit in this tactic though? This is the problem. If Hudson-Odoi is going to play right wing back, where does Reece James fit?
Yeah, good point.
Where does he at? Because Chelsea fans love to gas him.
Yeah, I know.
Where is he going to go?
Theo, I don't
What's
know.
going to happen to him
We will find that over
in
time.
the future? Comment down below, Chelsea fans. What do you do with Reece James? Turn him into a back three? Turn him into a back three? I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Azpilicueta with the first goal in the Tuchel's era, my captain. He's done a job there. Had to be the captain, didn't it?
Brilliant.
Someone had to show a bit of grit there to
they
score
did.
the first goal and break the deadlock.
I tell you what,
good goal as well.
he saw the run happening.
Yep.
Mason
Oh,
Mount.
we got a change on the pitch here, Thogdad.
Who
Do you want to read it out? Do you want to tell us the change?
Well, let's get the sound on, shall we?
Well, the change is Pulisic.
For
Christian
Abraham.
Pulisic is coming on for Tammy Abraham.
I tell you what, Abraham did nothing in that half.
Really?
Yeah, well, absolutely not.
Poor finishing or what?
Just didn't get involved.
Okay.
I mean, you could blame people around him,
Yeah.
but then you could say... The thing is, about that Timo Werner miss, which everyone will be talking about and memeing about, at least he got into the right position.
Yep.
You know, Abraham didn't get there. So, I think that is...
Are you being a hater, Thogdad?
I'm just saying, Abraham he disappeared for 45 minutes and he's paid the price.
Right, well, the second half has started. 1 change for Chelsea, 0 for Burnley. No surprises there. Pulisic is on the pitch, the US winger who played under Tuchel at Dortmund. Now gets a runabout to show again, Tuchel, what I can do. On the ball here, and it's out of play. Definitely a burst of pace to come. Do you think Abraham was losing it in the head a bit? I thought he was getting a little bit angry at certain times in terms of Tarkowski and stuff.
Right, he might have been getting frustrated.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's more about the football. We hardly mentioned his name.
Yep.
Oh,
Let's check the Leeds and Leicester lineups.
here we go. Look,
Have a
Theo,
look
what's
at that.
this?
Pulisic. Oh, tries to pick out a Chelsea player. Kovacic on the ball. Please don't score.
Yeah.
I don't want that vodka shot. That's the doy.
Oh, poor pass.
Terrible. Okay, that gives us a great moment to have a look over at the lineups in the Leicester Leeds game, doesn't it, Dad?
Yes. Yes.
Here we go. These are the lineups. And Johnny Evans is in, not Soyuncu like what they guessed. Meslier, Liam Cooper, Stroyek, Calvin Phillips, Ayling, Alioski, Rodrigo, Dallas, Rafinha, Harrison, Bamford.
Yeah.
Same team as what they always go for
yeah.
at the moment. In terms of Leicester, Iose, Perez, Maddison, Barnes, Albrighton, Mendy, Tielemans, Justin, Castagne, Fofana, Evans and Schmeichel. Again, both teams are expected. There's no big changes for me.
I left Patrick Bamford on my bench. I expect things. I nearly captained Maddison. I expect a lot from him today. Oh my goodness! I told you I sold Stuart Dallas to buy Cancelo. What a waste of money that was. But yeah, I think Leicester could get goals today. I really do.
I've got Harvey Barnes. I need him to do something good.
Yeah, that's if you've got Maddison and Barnes, I know 1 or 2 people have got both.
Yeah,
I think it could be a good day for you.
Having both.
Yeah,
that's just not That's not worth it.
Well,
2 Leicester forwards. It's not worth it.
Yeah, well,
save it for other clubs like Villa or something.
Let's see how it goes.
Tell you what,
it's a differential.
Tell you what, I've got all the big players right now.
Mason Mount playing without fear here.
Right, here come Chelsea.
Oh. Marcus Alonso nearly coming off with a cracker of a pass, and it's gone out for a corner, which it looks like Marcus Alonso, the ex-Bolton man, will take. So
we're back.
Good movement. Good movement from Mount. Burnley getting torn apart. And as we thought, things would come from the sides.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, Alonso will cross it. Rudiger's come up. Thiago's come up. Can Chelsea get a second goal and calm the nerves? Azpilicueta's in there. He's looking for a double.
Let's find out. Alonso whips in. It's a low one. Don't know why I do that on the edges. Jorginho. Didn't fancy a shot there. I'd go for a shot.
I know.
I'd crack it, honestly.
And then we'd have to do a vodka shot.
Yeah.
Mason
God,
Mount.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
No, we said Kovacic, didn't we?
Did we say Kovacic?
We said Kovacic.
Yeah.
But after Azpilicueta scoring, I mean, who knows who's going to be the scorer?
Thiago.
I bet Tammy Abraham's fuming coming off the pitch.
Nobody likes
Can you imagine
coming
being a
off
striker?
at half-time, yeah.
Can you imagine being a striker being taken off at half-time when it's 1-0 against Burnley
horrible,
at home?
Horrible.
You don't want that.
Werner into the box. Going to cross it.
It's not bad from him there.
Good work
and
from Werner.
ball to come. Maybe he just plays better on his right side.
Maybe he needs to be sort of reinvigorated as an attacking midfielder. Maybe he's he's not
really playing. He's not even playing as a striker.
I know.
Maybe he just needs to play centrally.
Yeah.
T. Kelly, thanks for the 79p. Appreciate that.
I've not given up on Werner.
Neither.
Once he starts scoring, he'll score goals.
Definitely.
Bit of pushing in the middle. That's Azpilicueta.
And Tarkowski, always involved. It's a deep cross, headed away by Ben Mee. Jorginho on the edge. Doesn't fancy shooting ever, does he?
No.
Azpilicueta, handball.
And that will be...
Shouts, not given. They were calling for it. Azpilicueta was calling for it.
Yeah.
And a throw-in will come. I don't know if they're going to check VAR or anything, but it would be the weakest penalty decision ever.
It would be very harsh. Let's have a look at that. Loughton's got...
His arms behind his
his
back.
Mee.
It's me. Yeah, but it's in a natural position.
Very
What's he meant to do about that?
That's not a penalty.
Nah. Corner ball.
Corner from the left.
Oh, a little touch on it. Rudiger heads it down to Alonso. Hudson-Odoi just playing it around the box here, waiting to get the ball in. Rudiger. What's he thinking? What's he actually thinking there?
I don't know.
I don't know what Rudiger's thinking.
Hudson-Odoi at that point of the game moved over to the left.
Asher, thanks for getting stereo and following us both. Don't forget to join our £40 giveaway, like and subscribe, and also comment down below what is your score predictions to enter. T. Kelly, thanks for £2. Please can you read my super chat? You missed it, lads. He said, City to lose to Spurs, draw, win United, LCFC, LPFC, Liverpool, show Ole respect. We will see. We will see.
Yeah.
Win against those teams. Well. We'll give him respect then. Go on. Just for you, mate. Just for you. Pie Face coming on predictions. People are asking. We're getting a lot of these comments recently.
He's a popular one. We need to write to him, don't we, and get him on in this season, I reckon. It'll be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I don't even think it'll be possible. I think Pie Face is out of our league, lads. He's too big for us.
He's a bit big time, isn't he?
A bit big time.
Yeah. Now, we will be releasing that video. Our weekly Premier League predictions comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll be filming them tonight after all the games.
Yeah, we will
finished.
be. Not looking forward to doing that, but it has to be done sometimes.
We have to get it done. It's part of the grind.
Part of the grind, indeed. These streams tire you out, but the grind never stops, and we've got another Premier League predictions weekend coming, so looking forward to it.
Here come Burnley.
We've got to remind Josh that we're doing it tonight.
Yeah. Do you want to text him?
Now? Okay.
Yeah, go on, before you forget.
Yeah, true.
So if Fusion Josh is watching, some of you might follow him on his YouTube. Hopefully he will be available to edit, and we will ping out that predictions video tomorrow. But here comes Callum Hudson-Odoi up the right, switched over to the right, his usual position in the last couple of games. Pings it across towards Kovacic. Nice work there from Pulisic. Hudson-Odoi pings it in. Oh, Werner with a header.
Oh, my God. I put my head down
safe.
for a second, and Werner's having chances.
I know.
I mean, what is going on in this world, man?
I know.
Timo Werner.
Wow.
So this was from Hudson-Odoi, right?
Yes.
That's a good ball, that. Oh, not bad from Werner.
Just can't get enough. Can't turn it into a bullet
Yeah,
header.
he needs to take some lessons from you there, right?
Nathan,
Nathan,
you know what?
thanks for £2. Liverpool prediction? Question mark. Well, I'll tell you what, against West Ham, it's never easy. You look at their recent form, it's one of the best in the league, West Ham.
Yeah.
They've just signed Jesse Lingard. Hopefully he starts. It'd be cool to see him start in front of Declan Rice and Souček. We're banging midfield, that. I reckon 1-1, I do. I reckon 1-1.
Wow.
T. Kelly, thanks for £2. That's City's games against top six this season, 1 win. I'll tell you what, but they beat everyone else and they're top of the league. They're not complaining. They have the most points in the league.
Yeah.
And they've played less games than United.
Yeah, but that goes back to my point at half-time that it's almost a meaningless statistic. I mean, you know, fine, go and lose to the top six, but if you win the league, you win the league. It doesn't matter. It matters just as much your result against Burnley or Leicester or Leeds.
Apparently, Pieface said in stream that he's coming on our Prem predictions. Is that true? Is that true?
Has he told us?
He's told them.
He's told... he's messing with you. It's a prank. It's a
prank.
It's a Pieface
Playing
prank.
mind games with you lot, lads.
Yeah. Afterwards, he'll have done a big fart.
Did he actually say that? Did he actually say on stream that? Let us know. Days Beam, great to see you back in here. £2. What about #Harry on predictions since he's banned? #Harry, yeah, good shout.
Why is he banned?
He's only banned for one tournament. He kind of made the most of it.
Here
But Chelsea have a great chance here.
Werner in the middle.
Pulisic.
Oh, Werner with the header.
Headed away by the West Ham? Burnley. Tell you what, the colours.
I know. It is
The
confusing.
colours play with your minds. And we were just talking about West Ham Liverpool as well.
Oh, I saw. I saw a shot there.
Don't say it, Dad. But yeah, you know,
Rudiger.
when you talk about West Ham
Rudiger.
as well. Oh! Nah, it's wide. He did go for goal though.
Rudiger's like, well, Asper, you scored, you know, so...
all the defenders deserve goals. It's only fair.
If the forwards can't score, we'll score for you.
Love your channel from Macedonia. Thank you, David. It means the world. We have a fan base from literally everywhere. Like, we've got so many different nations where you lot support us from. It means the world.
What's it called nowadays? North Macedonia or something like that?
He said Macedonia. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Because the
heard
Greeks
Rotashaw-
don't like that.
Haven't you heard Rotashaw is TDL? Fahan, did he mention that recently? But yeah, I do love that. Dom, thanks for £2. Heard Edmondson brackets Jers to Derby. What are your opinions on this? I've watched Edmondson live a couple of times.
Yeah.
He seems like a very solid centre back. He obviously grew up a Rangers fan as well, and like he's, you know, Playing for them was obviously a massive thing for him. I think he'll do well in the Championship.
Right.
Good signing for Derby, that would be.
Yeah.
Wayne Rooney will bring the best out of him.
Yeah.
So yeah, good signing. It's funny you asked me about that because I've actually watched him live. He's a beast. He is. Would you guys, Thogdad and Thogden, consider Tim Cahill an Everton legend? Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Definitely.
of course, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely, mate.
Born in Russia, lives in Norway. Awesome.
Wow. Maladiets.
I'm actually also from Stockport. Decent love from Ireland. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Right, Pulisic comes away. Pulisic, he's got a lot to prove.
Lays off to Kovacic.
Oh, look at this. He's offside. Werner's
If Werner held his run there, he'd be clean through.
I know.
Such a shame, man.
Yeah.
Little mind games, man. Little mind games every time. Burnley go long as always. Up to Matty Vidra. He's going to try and hold up the ball, which he does well too. Lays it off to Lowton. Tell you what, Burnley don't really have a plan, do they? I know they've got results versus Villa and they found wins here and there, but my God, today, going forward, they look like a Championship team.
Look, they want to keep it. They're playing a good team, Theo.
Yeah.
I give them a little bit more. I mean, the value of the Burnley squad is £600 million less than the Chelsea squad. And we've always got to remember that. It's only 1-0, and when it's 1-0, you can score a goal.
You got to remember, it was raining.
Sorry?
I'm making a Thai reference.
Oh, right, okay.
Bit of banter.
Okay.
You didn't laugh, but...
I don't get it.
You got to remember, it's been raining.
Okay.
You said you got to remember, and I was like, it reminded me of the AFTV thing. So once Arsenal lost,
right.
and an Arsenal fan said, you got to remember, it's been raining.
Oh, did they?
He blamed it on the rain.
Oh, my God.
An Arsenal loss.
Arsenal fan TV.
Get DT in your predictions.
Theo, this is what Burnley do. They've got a corner. We talked earlier, set pieces, any team against any team. Sunday League team against Liverpool.
Yeah.
You get in a good corner, and a big lad gets up there with a bullet header, you can score a goal. And this is Burnley's game plan. It's only 1-0 after 56 minutes.
Absolutely.
Here could be the equaliser.
Could this be the moment?
Oh.
Substitution. Vidra's coming off. Is that Jay Rodriguez? Yeah.
Hey.
He's the big man. Why he didn't start, I don't know. But Jay Rodriguez has the second half to prove himself. Another big lad for the box. I didn't think the Vidra thing worked. I don't know why he started over Rodriguez.
Right.
But Sean Dyche has changed it up. Here we go.
Can his first touch be a goal?
Let's find out. The ball's going to be crossed in now.
Oh, it's a terrible
low
cross.
one.
It's a terrible
and it
cross.
comes off Burnley last, and that'll be a goal kick.
What are you doing? Ping it in at the big lads. It's bloody awful.
And he's complaining to the ref.
Well, don't complain. You took a bad
It definitely came off him, though. I don't know why he's complaining.
I don't know either.
He's saying this came off a Chelsea player.
No.
So dumb.
It comes off Brady.
So dumb.
Yeah.
Loving the TDL gold logos, Amy. Appreciate it. Let's get this through to 3,000 likes. Don't know how far we are away from it, but
Mason
smash
Mount,
it.
what a ball that is. Callum Hudson-Odoi. He's coming into the area. He's going to shoot. Oh! Off the post! Deflection off the post. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Brilliant.
He looks exciting. He looks a threat. He drives at the Burnley defender, puts it to his right, and bang.
And Mason Mount, he's playing without fear today. What a pass.
Yeah, but what about Cho there, Dad?
Brilliant.
Great bit of work.
Deflection nearly puts it in.
Unlucky not to score.
Wow.
Eric Peters was not looking forward to that, but he did get enough of it in the end. But if Hudson-Odoi just shot near post where the ball ended up, it would have been a goal.
Fantasy Premier League managers, think about Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Definitely. If he was a defender like he should be, he will be next year. He would be a really good shout.
Very interesting shout.
That'd be a really good shout. Hudson-Odoi plays in Timo Werner. Looking for that ball to Pulisic.
Keep going for Werner.
And Tarkowski, some great work
Werner,
there.
be stronger. Use your body better.
Burnley defending well.
Werner tried to find Pulisic in the area.
He's
if
becoming
that
the
had
assistant
gone through,
now.
that would have been a tap-in for Pulisic.
Definitely. Get Bazinga on Prem predictions, people are asking. I don't know if Bazinga would come on. You'd have to rate him for that one.
Chelsea 1, Burnley 0. Hudson-Odoi, he's playing with confidence. My goodness, Nick Pope just watched it come off the post. And Hudson-Odoi, he does that. He prays. He's like, what more can I do to score a goal? But it remains 1-0. And while it's 1-0, Burnley always have half a chance to come back into the game. So Chelsea need to make this a second. They need to make it a 2-goal margin. Here come Burnley.
Certainly. Eric Peters on the ball. Gives it to the Burnley lad, and it's cleared away by the Chelsea defender. Ooh, running down the line here, Pulisic. He's a quick player, man.
Oh, Pulisic fouled.
Mount goes down, wins a free kick. Chelsea have a chance to reassess.
Yeah. Who scored? Cesar Azpilicueta scored.
Certainly. Certainly.
Number 28. Cesar, the man from Spain. He's played for his country 25 times. Came from Marseille 9 years ago. What a servant he's been. Ooh, and that is a cheeky little foul on Jorginho, who's like, mate, what are you going to do, ref? And that is, I think, the first or second yellow card of the game. Ashley Westwood goes into the book. Has it gone up?
It went up loads and just went down. Holy moly.
Theo's checking his stocks.
We're up to 23.
Up to 23, wow.
I paid 24.
Played 24.
Yeah, but it's a marathon, not a sprint. Anyone got any investments in it? Anyone been investing in cryptos? Let us know. If a lot of you are like into your football and you watch our streams and has anyone got any interest in investing? Because I've invested in Doge.
Right.
Does anyone know what Doge is?
I'll be back in a second.
Thogdad's off. You gonna make a couple more brews?
Ooh,
might as well.
Now are you ready for one?
I'm ready for one. I'm always ready for one.
Okay.
I'll keep it waiting. Just use my mug. So let me know in the comments. Has anyone got any investments? Because I'm just looking at Doge. Ethereum. We got someone. GameStop. Yeah, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Doge Pump. Yeah, I've been investing in Doge, right? So I've been really trying to get Dogecoin going on Twitter. I've invested in Doge. Yeah, a lot of you just probably have no idea what I'm on about. But the people that do, and if you've got any crypto investments, I bought Doge yesterday. So did I. I bought it for 2.4. It's now at 2.2. So it's gone down a little. But I am trying to shoot Doge to the moon, like Sports Social saying in the comments. Yeah, so Doge is basically, how much is your Dogecoin? I bought 21,000 Doge, which is like the equivalent to 500 quid. I've invested 25k and I made 100,000 in 24 hours. Yes, but it's also gone back down. So tell me what price you actually bought at. But I think Doge is going to go back up today. I really do. I get the feeling it's going to go back up. I don't know. It's good to see. It's back positive. What is Doge? It's D-O-G-E, and it's a meme that's like all over Twitter. It's literally like the Shiba Inu meme that people one day thought, oh, let's turn it into a bit of an investment, like put it into a crypto stock. And people did, and they started investing in it when the whole GameStop thing happened the other day. So now it's actually gone up quite a lot, and I bought in at 2.4 and it's at 2.2. So I've not lost much, but it is what it is, isn't it? It's a fluctuating stock. Fletcher Russell, thanks for the $8, mate. Hey, lads, bit depressed after Everton's loss, but lots of love for you, lads. Stay safe from Australia. Thank you so much, mate. There's quite a few Australian people that support Everton. So there's a bit of a fan base there, which is pretty cool, I've noticed. But, mate, I appreciate the donation. Don't worry about Everton. They're having one of their best seasons, and it's a shame that fans aren't allowed in the ground. I mean, getting there from Australia would be tough, but you could definitely travel there if there wasn't this whole COVID thing. I think Everton overall this season will be, top. I think you might make Europe. You're a real good side. With Ancelotti over the next few years, you're going to make some big signings as well. So do not worry. Do not worry, Fletcher. But I appreciate the donation, mate. Waffle Crew, thanks for £2. Get 4 tunes on Prem Predictions. I would, but this geezer is like... I can't tell who he is. Like, he's great, but who is he? You know? Like, nobody really knows his face. But it would be good. So yeah, I'm just watching the Doge stock. Starting to go back up, which is good. Starting to race up a little bit, eh? Right. What do you think about the Saints game last night? Well, I thought there'd be more goals. It's good we didn't stream it. It didn't turn out the most classic game in the world. I thought the Danny Ings goal should have stood. Let me hear it in the comments if you agree. It was such a close decision. Like, that game realistically should have ended 1-1 in my opinion. Senga's under, where is he? Good question. When Pryor's injured, I thought this would be his best chance to get in the team. But clearly not. He's done a face reveal and he does football stuff. Yeah, of course I know he is. But yeah, cool. There we go. Bring on Ty for predictions. There we go. Thogdad's back in the room.
Oh, yeah. Got me social recluse on today. What do you think of
that?
Hey.
What brand that is.
What a brand that is. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Anything happened, Theo?
Nothing really. I've just been talking about Doge. We all love a bit of Doge, don't we? Who doesn't love a bit of Doge?
Well, we're not going to make investment recommendations, are we, Theo?
No, but we could tell people what I've invested in.
Yeah.
Doge, I literally did it because it was a Twitter meme, and it's fluctuating.
Nobody do it based upon Theo's recommendation, because it's not a recommendation, it's just a bit of fun, isn't it?
Like I said, Dad, it's not a recommendation. Good. I'm just telling people what I'm doing.
Good.
So stop getting angry.
It's called giving investment advice. You have to be very careful.
I'm not giving investment advice, you mug. Just listen to what I'm saying. About 4 times, you mug.
Okay.
This is why people call you Mug Dad.
No, Theo.
It's true.
When someone invests and lose money, the lawyer will call you
What?
Theo Ogden.
What? Because why would they call me? Because I said 4 times in a stream that I invested in something, but I didn't recommend it.
Nobody
cares.
When you give what can be construed
Pope has a goal
as
kick.
investment advice,
It's not.
You
For the 5th
entering
time.
very dangerous legal
6th
territory.
Just get the mug dads in the chat. Did Theo do economics? No, I did business, and I got an A star.
Yeah.
Yep. Ben Mee. Burnley playing it around the back. Nick Pope. Going long. Let's see what Burnley can build up from this. Tell you what, when it's only a 1-0, Burnley only need one good chance to cause a problem here. And that's the interesting thing. If they can get the ball in the right place, it lands for them one way or another. You never know. You honestly never know.
Oh, that is a very, very poor cross. And it's in the hands of Edouard Mendy, who's not had much to do, has he?
No, I can't. I forgot that he was even on the pitch.
I know.
He really hasn't had much to do. Jorginho, connecting play. Amy, thanks for £2. Love the content. Cheers. As always. Burnley has some flop in their team, not going to lie. Well, it is what it is.
A bit harsh. I think Burnley have got a very sort of thin squad because the owners have not put the money in. You know, they've got the 19th most valuable squad in the league.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's almost men against boys in some ways, isn't it? It's, you know, it's the Rolls Royce against the Lada.
Yeah.
But Sean Dyche, what a manager.
Absolutely. Kovacic driving with the ball here for Chelsea. He's going to switch play to Hudson-Odoi.
Oh, dangerous. Edge of the area.
Puts the ball in the box.
Oh, my goodness. Nearly a very good cross from the impressive Callum Hudson-Odoi.
He's been great today. And he's really adopting into his new position really well.
Absolutely brilliant.
It's been great to see. Maybe that is the role for him, right wing back in the future.
Based upon what I've seen, yeah.
Tuchel clearly has found something there that Lampard hasn't worked out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He spotted that right away.
He did straight away. Yeah, it's like he's been waiting just to do that.
Yeah.
He had like one day on the training ground and put Hudson-Odoi at right wing back.
Absolutely.
And everyone at first was like, "Oh, will this work?" Well, it's pulled off. 2 games, already bagged himself an assist.
Yeah.
The Azpilicueta one. So clearly it's working. It's created loads of chances. But what does that do for Ziyech? Because if you're playing Hudson-Odoi on the right, where do you put Ziyech?
Yeah.
In the middle?
I know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Apparently we're very close to 3k likes, so let's smash that over.
Wow.
Come on, boys, we've got this.
Amazing.
Appreciate the support today, means the world.
Right, now Burnley have a set piece.
Someone says mug Teddy.
Hey,
Hey, what did the Teddy do?
Nothing. Thog bear.
Right, Westwood's going to go long here. Tell you what, can you imagine if they score from this?
Oh my goodness.
Nah, well defended by Mason Mount there, tracking back, getting involved, marking off Ben Mee.
Absolutely.
That's what you want from your midfielders.
The ball comes back in.
Robbie Brady gets
Chance.
in the box.
Oh.
Thiago Silva with a big block.
Thiago,
It had
very
to be
good
perfect.
defending. Wow.
Didn't have to be perfect there, didn't it?
Absolutely. That was the
You get that
Burnley
wrong,
chance.
Burnley score.
They do. But here comes the impressive Kovacic.
Here they come. They're playing with a bit of
Alonso.
space. They've got space to drive into here. Marcus gives it out to Christian on the left.
Dangerous.
He's going to hold it up.
Ooh, comes all the way back to Kovacic. Rudiger. Burnley pushing them back. Thiago with that
Thogdad for Ballon d'Or. I agree.
Oh, Azpilicueta steps on the ball and then recovers himself.
Chelsea playing slow, and rightly so, because they don't need to rush things.
Hudson-Odoi on the right. Exchanging little passes with Mount. Aspi.
Jorginho and Kovacic linking play
Nice,
well. They've been
nice
doing that so
triangles.
well all game. Jorginho and Kovacic in a duo in the middle have been perfect all game.
Here comes Mason
Mount's
Mount.
going
Edge
to
of the
look for a little
area.
through ball to Hudson-Odoi. It
Beautiful.
works. It's gone in. Oh, it hasn't.
Nearly an own goal. Nearly a vodka shot.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
my
I forgot about the
goodness.
vodka shot.
Talking of drinks, I'll get the bruise.
Get the bruise, Thogdad, before they get to... It's still too early. But I have to say, that was a great chance for Chelsea. Mason Mount with a lovely time through ball to Hudson-Odoi. The ball was so good by Hudson-Odoi that Ben Mee had to get a touch on it. And then what we saw is Nick Pope make a really good reflex save to stop it from being 2-0.
Absolutely.
Would have been an own goal.
Mason Mount coming forward.
Mason Mount shoots!
Oh,
is
that
in?
was so close.
Did that go in?
Very, very close. Thank you, Thogman.
Thanks, Thogman. No sugar, right?
Yeah. And Thogmum came in with the bruise just as Mason Mount. Of all the shots today, that was probably the best. Although Timo Werner is saying, why didn't you pass to me? Oh, my goodness.
Wow, Hudson-Odoi playing the ball in.
Nearly a bend.
Nick Pope with a great reflex
good
save.
save,
We've got to
that.
respect the keeper there, because
good save.
when the defenders get a touch on it and it's going towards the goal, the keeper isn't thinking about that. But
Yeah.
if they can still pull off reflex saves like that, it shows you're one of the best.
Nick Pope is a good goalkeeper.
He really is.
Nearly an own goal from me.
And by the way, Mason Mount, the second half has been brilliant.
Good
All
game.
these people having a go at him in the first half. You've got to judge a game by 90 minutes.
Absolutely.
And Mason Mount is someone who's been popping in the right places, taking a shot that he nearly went in.
Absolutely.
You know, yes, it will count as a shot off target online, but mate, that nearly went in from that range. It would have been a banger.
Yeah.
So people need to give Mason Mount a chance.
Ooh.
Oh, nice from Jorginho.
Very, very quality
Calm.
work.
And he plays Mason
Here
Mount.
comes
He will
Mason
drive.
Mount. He's going to drive 10
got
yards,
space to drive
20
into.
yards. Brilliant.
Oh, nearly looks for Christian
nearly,
Pulisic
nearly.
there. That would have been a goal. Chelsea playing better now.
I tell you, some lovely football happening. This is what Chelsea are capable of. Football like this
Under Tuchel.
just needs more end product.
Is this the best football we've seen under Tuchel so far?
Well, it's the
I think
second
so.
game.
I know. It's the first bit of play that we've seen where Tuchel's finally getting things going.
I think he's told the players at half-time, he said, lads,
Go out there and enjoy it.
you're showing me what you can do. Just keep playing. The finishing will come. It's the finishing that's let them down.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Drinking out the Thog mug.
Oh, here we go again. Hudson
quite
Odoi.
good.
You got Werner in the middle. Pulisic.
That's it.
Oh, he's missed it.
How do you miss that?
Oh,
How do you miss that?
that again, it shows us what we've been saying all along. It's the finishing.
Yeah.
It was a superb pass. I mean, great
Mason
work.
Mount again. Hudson-Odoi and Mason Mount, them two,
Brilliant.
been unreal.
Sorry, Pulisic.
Pretty much a part of every attack
You've got
now.
to score that. You've got to hit the target with that.
Hudson-Odoi pulls out. He plays a lovely ball into Pulisic, just wide of the target.
Whoa.
It's really, really good play from Chelsea.
Oh.
It's again and again now. They're having chances again and again. The goal will come eventually. The second goal.
At any level of football, you've got to hit the target with
The
that
onion
shot.
bag.
Yeah. And Pulisic is shaking his heed. Anyway, I think it'll come. I think there's another goal coming. Jorginho, who's been
Have you seen the new
impressive.
hashtag United video? It's called Thogdad Remember the Name.
No. You're joking. Why would it be about Thogden? It's a prank. Prank.
It probably is. We've been pranked.
Yeah, well, why did they write one about
I don't know.
Thogdad? Are you doing the West Ham Liverpool stream? Yes, we are. Mason Mount just having a little clip at Ben Mee. Ben Mee not happy. He's down in a bit of a heap.
Right, let's try and get 471,000 subscribers as well today, lads. That'd mean the world. Mean the world.
Hudson-Odoi's coming off. Reece James is coming on.
Okay, so they want to play Reece James in that right wing back role. Clearly Tuchel
Yeah, let's see what you can do,
puts
mate.
them in the same role.
Hudson-Odoi has been superb today.
Yeah.
Superb.
Absolutely, Dad. I agree.
Yeah.
Hudson-Odoi's been the best player. He's
Yeah.
fitting that new role so quickly.
Yeah.
It's like he was meant to play
And
there.
Theo, I'm actually not sure why he's done that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why he's done that.
He wants to rotate.
Yeah, but
Hudson-Odoi is a serious player,
look,
man.
you know,
I've never been so supportive of him since he's played in this new role under Tuchel.
20 minutes to go. The guy is playing like a legend.
Yeah.
He's a young lad. He's fit. You know, you take him off for the last 20 minutes. I'm not sure about that. It's Tuchel, not Tuchel. Thank you for pointing that out. Tuchel.
Oh yeah, but Tuchel sounds better.
I know. So you don't pronounce the H. Tuchel.
Yeah, but this is like your whole thing about Kimmich.
well, it is
Kimmich.
Kimmich. Oh, that's how you pronounce his
Yeah,
name.
but Kimmich is just easier to say, you know?
It's
like
if
when-
we called you Thogden.
It's like when Cesar Azpilicueta came to the Prem at first. He just said to the press, just call me Dave.
Is that right?
Yeah. That's why people call him Dave.
Yeah. I remember when Bolton signed Stelios Giannakopoulos, and the headline was, "At last Bolton have a big name signing," because he's got a big name. Azpilicueta. No, it's Tuchel.
I want to make a
but
tweet.
not Sell. It's Kel. Oh, I'm just going to call him Tuchel.
Just call him
sorry.
Tuchel. I'm trying to make a good tweet, lads.
I'm not
and
German,
it's about
I can't.
Hudson-Odoi.
Reece James.
Reece James, blocked.
Ooh, not as good a cross as Hudson-Odoi. Azpilicueta. Kovacic. Back to Kovacic.
I wonder if Bayern Munich wanted to sign Hudson-Odoi and do the same thing and playing him in that right wing-back role
Wow.
on the opposite side to Alphonso Davies. Could you
Amazing,
imagine
amazing.
wing-backs of Fonzie
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Hudson-Odoi? Every team would shit themselves. That would be unreal.
That would be two good footballers. Jorginho.
I'm going to bang a tweet.
Pings it across to Reece James in the area. Reece James! Shot. Good save by Nick Pope. Wow. Reece James getting into a very, very good position. Kovacic plays it out to the left. Marcus Alonso. Fairly quiet in the last few minutes. Most things happening down the right. The ping is across. Reece James is going to be there. Edge of the area. Beautiful control. Mason Mount. Side, edge of the area.
Here we go. Reece James.
Oh, tell you what. Chelsea are knocking at the door
Yeah.
here. This is hard work for Burnley. 15 minutes to go of regular time, and Chelsea need to get a second to make this game safe. Azpilicueta.
What would you say about Hudson-Odoi, Dad, after today's performance? Better than he's ever been before?
I think that's the game of his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Tuchel is bringing the best out of Hudson-Odoi, better than Lampard.
Well, we've seen 2 games and he's been excellent. He's been trusted, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Here we go again. Jorginho. If he scores, we drink a vodka shot.
Yeah. Oh, God, he's lining one up. Oh, my God.
Kovacic. Kovacic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who we said.
Are we drinking for both or just Kovacic?
No, Kovacic is who we agreed on at the start. He's never scored for Chelsea, apart from
God.
1 goal in the cup.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I got so scared. I got so scared.
I'm not in a vodka mood, actually.
I know. I'm in a tea mood. It's 1 o'clock, for God's sake.
I know.
Tuchel is bringing more.
And they're showing the save by Nick Pope with his leg. Good save, actually. Get anything behind it if you're a keeper. Get your body behind it.
Tuchel is bringing more out of Hudson-Odoi than Lampard.
Early doors. Well, he's giving him a chance, isn't he? That's the point. Give the lad a chance and he'll perform. Subscribe to Thogdad and Thogden. Thank you, Leo in Cyprus, for that shout out. Much appreciated. Right, a bit of pinball in the middle of the... Oh! Keep your leg down. Pulisic high kicking. I'm surprised the referee didn't stop that. Thiago out to Rudiger. The ball is back to Mendy. Burnley starting to press. Azpilicueta pings it out. And Burnley look as if they might have got possession back. Oh my goodness. Peters launches it into the area, but the ball is back in the hands of Mendy, who flings it out towards Alonso.
Yeah.
Can Chelsea get another goal? I think my prediction in our weekly predictions videos was actually 1-0 Chelsea. I might have got this right so far, although I do think there's another goal here. But who will it go to? Chelsea or Burnley?
People agreeing with me on Twitter. I said Hudson-Odoi. Tuchel's bringing more out than Lampard.
Yeah.
And he's looking good at right wing back.
Yeah.
That's just that's just me putting it out there. And it's great to see, because if England are playing a 5-back,
yes,
Hudson-Odoi.
Well, he looks like a real talent. I'm not going to judge him on a couple of games.
Yeah.
But started well, hasn't it?
Yeah, he has. But I mean, again, you go back to that question of where does Reece James fit in the team? I don't know. I don't know where Reece James is going to go. We will see.
Yeah. Very good point.
We will see, indeed. Anyway, Reece James. Yeah, it's difficult now they've got competition. Maybe he'll bring the best out of both of them.
Maybe that's the whole point.
Yeah.
It's competition. Maybe they share the role.
For sure, the back 3 system will work. I wonder how it will work against the bigger teams.
Yeah.
A back 3 system with wing backs.
Interesting thing.
They'll definitely get
rotate.
chances. Yeah.
We know that Tuchel rotates his his systems.
He loves tinkering with his formation, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Right, this is another chance to score again.
Oh, Alonso tries to come inside Matthew Lowton and loses out.
Yeah, Lowton does well.
Oh, good work from Mason Mount.
Yeah, Marcus Alonso, you mean? Good tracking
Mason
back.
Mount put Mason Mount put the challenge in.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're both tracking back, and that's good to see.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking to impress with Tuchel.
Azpilicueta.
That's for sure.
Reece James coming into the area.
Reece James.
Azpilicueta, shoot.
Kovacic on the edge.
Oh, poor pass.
Oh, come on. What's the plan now? Look at the way Chelsea are playing. What's the plan now?
Pinged over to Reece James. Dangerous. Knocking on the door here. Azpi.
Are they really going to cross it in to Pulisic and Werner? You know what I mean?
Werner was asking for it.
Yeah, but when's he scored a header? When has he scored a header?
Or you could aim for his chest. He could chest it down.
Dad, Werner this season.
Alonso.
You need it to give him on the floor. Like, realistically, if he's not playing with confidence, you're not going to outscore Ben Mee and Tarkowski in the air.
Right, ball is over to Reece James. brings it down superbly.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
They're trying to walk it into the goal. Reece James. Oh, poor cross. And it is dealt with. And it looks like there was an offside. And Burnley will have
They will get the ball back.
the free kick.
In the 80th minute, 1-0. Again, when it's only a 1-goal difference, it's only going to take one long ball. Tuchel in his trackies is getting Havertz onto the pitch.
Yeah, Havertz coming on.
For Mason Mount.
Mason Mount. So you're taking off your two best players, Mason Mount and Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Well, Dad, it's not like he's bringing on worse players. Reece James and Havertz, good squad depth.
Well, let's see what happens here.
Havertz is coming on.
Yeah,
For
Mason Mount, excellent. Well played,
Yeah,
mate.
great game.
To see.
Great game for them too. Mason Mount, Hudson-Odoi running the show. And he subs them off because he wants to see rotation. He wants to see everyone getting a go. It's early doors for Tuchel. Wants to give everyone a chance, doesn't he?
But the main thing is you've got to win this game of football.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And here come Burnley. But Reece James clears it. Burnley win back possession. Wow, a bit of an up and under. And Reece James will take the throw in from his own half.
What happened to the Thogdad clips? We'll get it going again, but we're so focused on this main channel right now, and like Josh has literally just been. We basically had like some brand deal stuff, and like our editor's been busy, so we will get the Thogdad channel going again soon. Don't you worry, lads. Just keep posted, stay posted for it. Thogdad will call out Greg Paul soon. Get in the ring. Thogdad's gonna start some boxing lessons, eh?
That'd be great, wouldn't it? When this pandemic finishes, can't wait to get back to the gym.
Hashtag won't happen. No, you will go to the gym, but you won't go boxing gym.
But we'll see.
You should.
We'll
Think
see.
about it.
Here come Burnley.
Both of us should join. Jay Rodriguez collects it. Burnley have got 4 players in the box, and it's headed away well by Christensen. Did Christensen come on? Oh, no, that's not Christensen. It's Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
When he was sat down, it looked like Christensen.
Right.
Right. Here come Chelsea. Jorginho playing it through to Havertz.
Big chance
Havertz
here.
will drive with the ball there. It's not a good pass.
Oh, nearly. He's trying to find his
Nearly the
German
German link
teammate.
up. But the way he
Werner.
dribbles is a little bit... It doesn't feel natural with Havertz after watching Mason Mount in the same position.
Right. Let's give him a chance. Let's give him a chance.
Of course we will.
Burnley
Big
working
tackle from
hard
Reece
to get
James
possession
there.
back.
Reece James did well too, though.
Havertz, for me, actually, one of the problems, he looks a bit lightweight. And it would have worried me if he'd started this game because he just looks like he can get blown off the ball. You know, like a little gust of wind blows him off the ball. So let's see if Havertz can prove me wrong there. And, when he gets into his stride, we know he's a good footballer. We saw that in Germany. But like Werner, he needs a goal contribution.
Yeah.
All right, let's hope this doesn't end 1-0. For the neutral, we would like a goal, wouldn't we? It is a throw-in to Chelsea in the Burnley half. The camera's on Sean Dyche. He's barking instructions at his lads, as he always does. He's not given up on this. All it takes is a second to score a goal. And maybe Burnley will have one more chance in this game. The story for me, though, is missed chances.
Yeah.
Some good build-up play, some really good performances in the team.
No, absolutely.
Callum Hudson-Odoi, Mason Mount, etc. But the problem was they just couldn't get it into the onion bag.
Exactly.
Timo Werner just got it deep on the
Chelsea
left.
find a way through again?
Timo, good pass to Havertz. Pulisic.
Oh, that wasn't bad play from Chelsea. They're really starting to work a way in now.
Good play. And all Pulisic's got a touch on it, but it's picked up by Nick Pope and launched. Who's the Burnley 46th there?
They've got this new striker on who is scoring goals in the under-21s.
Okay.
Yeah, they've started. Burnley have risked it with the substitutions.
Yeah,
they don't
they
often
have.
do that, but they are mixing things up.
Yeah. Pulisic has got it on the left. Can he cut inside? We know
We
he
are.
can do that.
Someone's asking, are you streaming any more games today? Yes.
Pulisic. Alonso.
Oh
my God! Marcus Alonso! What a goal!
What a banger, mate!
Oh.
The ex-Bolton lad holds up the Chelsea badge and points it to the cameras.
Wow.
What a goal! On the volley, but he did like a keepy up with it. He like kept it up on his knee and banged it into the back of the net. That's to silence any Marcus Alonso haters on Twitter. What a goal to make it 2-0 to Chelsea.
And if you're watching that, Frank Lampard, what did you think of that? Marcus Alonso, that was world class.
Yep.
What a finish. And today it's been the defenders, Azpilicueta, Marcus
finish,
Alonso.
man. Let's watch
they
this again.
say to the strikers, hey guys, you can't score,
Yeah.
I'll score.
The defender's time. Marcus Alonso plays it to Pulisic. Pulisic plays it back, lofted, knee bang. It's so technically exquisite. It's just exactly why Tuchel's put him back in the team. Some Chelsea fans say, why are you playing Alonso? That's why. That's why. Respect the Bolton man.
Honestly,
what a banger.
If Cristiano does that, it is...
that's facts.
It's a million views.
That's actually facts.
Yeah.
If Cristiano Ronaldo scores that, thousands and thousands and millions of views online. Marcus Alonso, respect him.
And everyone go on Twitter. I posted a picture of Marcus Alonso in a Bolton shirt. Give me your comments on that now.
Yeah.
Because that's turned out to be a tweet with legs, shall we say. It's the opposite of that aged well. Because that did age well. Marcus Alonso, my goodness,
What a
will you
banger, man.
ever score a goal like that? And suddenly FPL managers are thinking, oh, right, I might have to bring a Chelsea asset into my team. And if you're thinking about a Chelsea asset, do be aware that Tuchel does like to rotate. So you've seen some great performances today from the likes of Hudson-Odoi and Mason Mount, but you can't be guaranteed, like with Pep, you can't be guaranteed that these lads will start the next game. Azpilicueta plays it back to Thiago Silva. He's been rock solid. In fact, there hasn't been a bad performance. Maybe Abraham accepted, but here come Burnley, winning back possession in the Chelsea half. But
tell you what, Alonso, man, this is why Tuchel played him. Lampard will be fuming watching it because he dropped him.
He'll be shaking his head.
Yeah, he will be.
Where did that
he
come
dropped
from?
him.
Kovacic.
Alonso plays in this
Reece
new role.
James, can he make 3? Edge of the area. Kovacic. Patient build-up. Rudiger. Havertz. Yeah, Chelsea, the possession stats must be amazing, but who cares? All that matters is that there have been, brilliant. It's fantastic. All that matters is there's 2 goals to 0.
Absolutely. And it's the defenders running the show.
The defenders
want to show them what they can do.
Yeah.
The wing backs, it just shows you how involved they are in the attacks, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's a real system that's working.
Yeah.
Oh. Long ball aimed at Werner. They can't force it like that. That's part of the reason it never worked when they were going through a difficult period, right? He might be onside here.
Oh my goodness.
They haven't put the flag up.
Burnley
have a good chance here. He's put it away.
Oh, he's hit the post.
I thought he put it away.
He's hit the post.
Good effort, lad.
Wow.
Good effort, lad. He held his run nicely,
Yeah.
got the ball played through, and then he put it away. Unlucky. What's his name? Oh, it was offside eventually.
It's offside. We should look and find out his name.
That was a one-on-one chance there for the Burnley striker.
Absolutely.
He looked calm and collected. Shot a little bit early.
Yeah.
Tried to hold his run. Yeah, he is a little bit
offside. He's offside.
But you tell you what, not a bad effort.
Not far away. But that's what Burnley
Why
can
would
do.
you shoot there? You could go a bit nearer.
They can occasionally beat the offside trap and punish you, but that occasion...
Mumbungo.
Yeah. We should look in... Yeah, I need to do
But
some
he bagged
research
goals
on
in the under-21s. I've seen that.
Good for him. Good for him.
Nice to see... a
young player coming through at Burnley.
Sean Dyche give him a go. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because he's got all these striker options, and Chris Wood hasn't been working. He's been missed a lot of chances this year. It's good they're rotating.
Yeah, I thought Timo Werner was fouled there.
Really?
Tried to do a turn and went down.
Yeah. Thank you, Joe, for the 79p.
Thank you, Joe. And it looks
we'll be live for West Ham Liverpool later. Don't you worry, lads.
Yeah.
And lasses.
Absolutely. Hello from Indonesia. Whereabouts in Indonesia? Tell me the name of your islands. 11,000 islands down there. I'm guessing Java.
Java.
Yeah.
Big up the Java.
Good coffee.
Really?
Yeah. Java, you heard of it.
Anything else good coming out of Java?
Well, it's just a great country there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just the coffee?
Well, I'm sure there's some great things coming out. Sadly, there's a lots of hardwood coming out of. So lots of the forests have been chopped down, which I'm not pleased about. But anyway, let's not get into environmentalism.
Thogdad's fuming about the environment.
I tell you what, loads of tropical rainforest has been cut down in Indonesia.
Vote Green Party? Vote Green?
Let's not get into politics.
You don't back the Green?
A lot of what the Greens talk about makes a lot of sense there.
Really?
Yeah, of course it does. But they are a one-issue party, the Green Party, so...
what does that mean?
It means really they've got one issue, which is the environment, which is hugely important.
Right, but everything else, they're a little bit like amateur.
Yeah, the Green Party, they've got one MP out of 650. It's the lady down in Brighton. By all accounts...
Of course it's Brighton.
Yeah, I know. By all accounts, she's a good MP, intelligent woman who speaks loads of sense. And I think what the big parties should do, Theo, should listen to her when it comes to the environment. I think she's got a lot to say.
Fair play. In terms of you could definitely learn from them in terms of the environment. That's what they specialise in.
Right, here comes Timo.
Right, here comes Chelsea.
Is it Timo time? No.
Pulisic tries to beat Lowton. Lowton's had a good game. Tarkowski covering for them.
Pulisic is not the same player that he was from last season. He was really not. After his injury, he's not rediscovered his form.
Will you be live for the 2:15 kickoff? No, I'll be live for the 4:30 kickoff.
What do you think of Tottenham?
They're a very good football team.
What do you think of a very good football team?
Tottenham.
Thank you very much.
That's okay.
Oh, Reece James has still got it. Kovacic.
Lays off to Azpilicueta there. Kovacic, Azpilicueta taking their time around the Burnley team here.
It's funny when you don't have any FPL assets in your teams.
Yeah.
It's like you're more chilled out, aren't you?
Yeah, it's more just you're watching a game of football, relaxed.
Like, yeah, exactly.
No problems, you know?
4 minutes of extra time, 4 minutes of this. It's been a good game, Theo, hasn't it?
It's been a good game. And all I can say is to anybody that hasn't already, guys, I look at the comment section and not enough of you have the TDL in your name. Ooh. If you want that gold TDL loyalty badge that we've added to the channel by your name, then get the TDL.
Oh.
The first link in the chat, you can join the TDL.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Click the link in the chat, get involved in the TDL.
Yeah.
And simple as that.
That would be quite amazing.
It's the pinned link in the chat. If you click that and you can sign up to join the TDL, it's easy as you like. And I want to see more of you using that gold TDL badge in the comments because it's such a great thing to have, isn't it, Dad?
Yeah, it certainly is. Now, we've just seen a move. Pulisic tries to lay it on for Werner. It's a poor cross from Pulisic.
Yeah.
If he'd got it right, then Werner has a tap-in, and goodness knows how that would have gone. But we've got 3 more minutes of injury time. Chelsea will be very happy with this result, I think. It's a win. It's a clean sheet unless something really weird happens in the last 3 minutes. Everyone's going TDL, TDL, TDL. That is amazing. Burnley, you are going to win 2. Well, if they win 2 more games this season, that might be enough to keep them up. Burnley, one last chance. Nick Pope takes the free kick. The ball is in the area, but it doesn't fall to the right place, and Chelsea clear it.
Loving the TDL comments, loving them, and the Thogbear Army.
Eee.
The TDL and the Thogbear Army, that is awesome.
Right.
Big up the TDL.
Well, maybe Thogbear will come in to the next stream.
TDL take on America, Thogdad versus Greg Paul. It's what everyone wants to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Pope can sod off back to foot champs. That's a bit harsh.
Well, he's good on FIFA.
Is he?
And his height is ridiculous on FIFA. That's why everyone uses him. Eat, sleep, live stream, repeat. That is our life right now, and it will be our life until this lockdown's over.
I tell you what, it is.
I tell you what, when we're back to normal life, we'll probably do a few live streams.
Yeah.
But we'll probably mostly do on this YouTube channel like vlogs, just normal videos really.
Yeah.
And the Premier League predictions will carry on this channel. We'll probably move over the live stream, maybe not to Twitch, but maybe the Thogdad channel. But obviously the main thing is obviously the vlogs on this channel and Prem predictions, stuff like that.
Is, yeah.
We'll probably do a few big games on this channel too.
Yeah.
But we can mix up the content a bit more, which will be nice.
Yeah.
Do a mix of everything.
Meanwhile, Burnley in the 93rd minute, they've got one last chance. Chance for a consolation goal. Free kick comes in and it is dealt with by Thiago.
Yeah.
Who on a couple of occasions has made really good blocks. He is a very, very good defender, despite his age, Theo, isn't he?
Great defender.
Thiago Silva, the Brazilian
36,
international. 36 years old.
He's still got the pace, doesn't he?
Do you know what? He's still got it, Theo.
Yeah.
He's commanding.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
You know, he tells people what to do. Tarkowski having a bit of a scrap there in the middle with Azpilicueta. And the ball comes in. Oh, my goodness.
Good chance there, wasn't it, Dad?
That was, I think, was Tarkowski, who was wrestling in the middle. Some mixed martial arts prior to that chance.
Yeah.
But that is a good chance. If he can just get an inch or two over it, then that is 2-1 to Chelsea.
Absolutely.
Just couldn't keep it down.
Absolutely.
Mendy takes the goal kick. Thiago, ooh, wow. Rodriguez charges down that clearance from Thiago, but it won't really matter. Attempts in this game, 19 to Chelsea, 1 to Burnley. 8 on target to 0 on target for Burnley.
I know. It's been crazy.
Obviously, Burnley showed up. They wanted a 0-0. If not, then if they conceded, they wanted a 1-1. They needed to shithouse a goal from somewhere. It didn't quite happen.
Hey, it's all right. You know what? Chelsea usually win this game 2 or 3-0, and they've done it again. It's not a surprise, is it, Dad?
And this will be the last kick of the game from Edouard Mendy. He will pump it up the field, and the referee, I believe, will blow his whistle any second now. Game over.
Game over.
Chelsea 2, Burnley 0. And thank you to everyone for joining us, Aether.
Thank you for joining us. It's been a comfortable Chelsea win. We've had no fantasy players in this. I've not really been checking fantasy this week because it kind of annoys me because I forgot to change my team. So it's kind of a write-off week.
Well, we should look at the league later because you'll see that Thogdad has climbed back into second place in the YouTube league. Thogdad's having
You've overtaken Seb?
Overtaken Seb,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we'll look in a bit. Hopefully I can keep my 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
And then move on and focus on next week. That's the most important thing.
We're not allowed to talk about Josh Fusion's team.
Really? Why?
Because it's done not very well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Worse than mine?
You'll see later.
Oh, God. Well, I'll tell you what. The most important thing is Chelsea have got a comfortable 2-0 win today. And it puts them on the same points as Tottenham and Everton. Can they still get Champions League football, Dad?
In a word, yes.
Really?
Yes, they can. They've shown today that within that Chelsea team, there are some really good assets. I mean, you saw Alonso come back in today and score a worldie.
Yeah.
That's goal of the weekend, that is. That is absolutely superb. You saw Azpilicueta get a goal.
Yep.
You saw Callum Hudson-Odoi playing as a right wing-back and having a fine game.
Yeah.
Mason Mount, I thought, was superb.
I agree.
He played without fear. The only criticism, he couldn't finish his dinner at times.
GG's. Tell you what, it's been a good game. We're not going to do a Leeds Leicester stream, but we will be live for West Ham versus Liverpool. We're going to take a little bit of a break, have a breather, have a bit of food. It's difficult streaming like 3 or 4 games in a row, but we'll take a break and we'll be back, won't we, Dad?
We certainly will. So join us later for West Ham against Liverpool.
The easiest thing to do, get notifications turned on the channel so you're ready, notified when we go live. Let's get 4,000 viewers in here straight away for West Ham Liverpool. We've got an absolute unbelievable fan base with the TDL. See you later. It's